then you are left stranded to begin to wonder what next to do. So in such thing, you have to look out for warranty. It's just an assurance that okay, in the space of several months or years that you are using this particular product, if it develops any faults of any type, then we can take responsibility for that. As aside, then also look at how durable the product is, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to keep fixing the refrigerator, or today it is this, the next day it is another fault. So you just have to look out for how durable it is. Then how well does it really serve the purpose? I've seen refrigerators whereby it doesn't last long. Within the space of 2 hours, everything begins to defreeze. Then that is no longer serving the purpose of which you bought it for. So you have to also look at how long it can actually preserve whatever you are keeping in it. And then sometimes you just have to look at another key thing is, yes, the space at which for instance, some are so big. I've seen refrigerators like that, and it doesn't mean it doesn't work
The
out fine.
sizes.
The sizes. So you just have to look at how big it is or how small it is. What are your needs? Your needs will determine the kind of size you want to get. Maybe it's just you just need to keep, not every item you keep in the refrigerator, so you just have to look at the size also. So these are some of the basic things to check out for when purchasing one.
Beautiful opinion right there, Ire Mofe. And on today's segment, looking at what we have here, the analysis, I think consumers' preferences and their choices totally, because everything you've said, consumers have said it's a whole lot of time. Countless have lost count. They're just trying to rebrand it, rephrase it with kind of some adjective and a lot of new grammars over there. It's a very beautiful one. So it's a combo, because I can see that consumer choices are aligned. And you're right about the durability, about the sizes, about the brand. A lot of consumers want something that is branded. Most especially when it comes to stands of home appliances, we wouldn't want to risk it, because all these things, number one, are very expensive. So what is the essence of you buying something that is not well branded, and later on it serves it for a month, 2 months, then it's off the market, it's stop functioning. So it does not even worth that stress in the first run. Now it's very very important to say this on the program, because resolution box, of course, it is very very intriguing. It brings a new insight to see a whole lot of perception about brands, about products, about what consumers are saying. And aside from that, we also inform you, educate you on this program. Now it's very very important to talk about the refrigerator brands that we have. We have some brands. We have LG, known for innovative technology, energy efficiency, and stylish design. LG offers a wide range of refrigerators with advanced features like smart connectivity and inverter technology. Kikilamo spoke about the inverter technology, that the latest model of products of refrigerators that we have right now, they're well produced with inverter, whereby where they take off the light, when they bring the light, after adopting, some of the light, then on its own, it starts working without depending on the light. So that's very, very beautiful. We have Samsung as well. It offers sleek design, powerful cooling technology, and AI-powered smart fridge with advanced storage solutions. We have Whirlpool. We have GE appliances. We have Bosch. It's a premium brand known for European technology. It has a high energy efficiency and superior build quality. And now let's talk about, we are now in home. This is Niger in the Carilla. So we have some popular brand in Niger. LG is one of the popular brands in Niger. It's very well known. We have Panasonic as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you might prove me wrong, but it is what my own opinion, and it's my opinion. Just like I said earlier, before I now put it out. I knew Thermocool and Panasonic that and LG while growing up that they used to be on the same radar. So what happened? What went off the line? So what really happened? Because left to me, I knew consumers would say Thermocool, so I was expecting Panasonic, LG, but it was a very, very least. I'm talking about this segment, this particular edition. We might get to another, might come back to this and we see Samsung, all other brands doing the radar, topping the chart. So I would ask you what really happened because I knew personally that Panasonic and Thermocool used to be, up.
Well, it's I wouldn't know
Mm,
because Panasonic as a company um, possibly knows some of the issues around
mm,
that might have really affected how um, Panasonic as a household brand
mm,
has really probably the how popular it has become among household. But the truth of the matter is this: there are so many things consumers really check out for,
mm.
and one of such is the fact that how well does it serve their purpose. I'm not saying Panasonic
Does not
it does
function
not
well.
function well,
Mm.
but the truth is, if you have two or three brands and someone wants to get a particular product and you're trying to look out for the best, that particular product, the other one might not really serve the purpose of like the other one you might prefer at the end of the day. So the truth is, it might not really serve the purpose, and consumers will always have their say. And to somebody else now might just feel like, oh, I really don't even know if there's still
Of course, there is
Panasonic.
because
Yeah,
they
like
made the waves in the news of later, but they had to do some new launching in terms of refrigerator, air condition,
hmm
televisions, and all
because
of that.
yeah, back in the days they used to be so like big with all of these home appliances, electronics, and all that. So I really maybe with the really relaunch and all of that, it will create more awareness that is needed for people to know more about the products.
That's a very good opinion, but the reason, in my own opinion, I'm not saying Panasonic is very, very expensive, just my own opinion, and I think you cannot hold me accountable for my opinion. I think if you would ask me, we all know Panasonic, that okay, it's a household name too as well, but consumers are going for something that is of quality and is affordable. So I think the price too might be a factor that is affecting, that is making consumer, it's not affecting because that is making consumer,
Not
opt
really
for
considering
other
it.
brands, and just be like, oh, I think when I'm well fed, when I'm well grounded, I will come to Panasonic later. My opinion, actually. So we're still talking about popular brands in Nigeria. We have LG, it's excellent technology, it's reliable and energy efficiency with excellent service support, and the price range is from 400,000 to a million point five.
Mm.
Yeah, the price range. We have Samsung as well. It has the advanced smart features, excellent technology, and very good service. The price range starts from 450,000 naira to million point nine. That's quite okay. We have iSense. It's a good features. It is very reliable. It's energy efficiency at competitive price between 250,000 naira to 800,000 naira.
Mm.
Then we have Thermocool as well, reliable performance, international quality, and good nationwide coverage. Price range between 300 and a million and
Naira.
two. Yeah.
Mm.
So we have Scanfrost. Yes, I
Yeah.
knew Scanfrost. Yeah, my mom's friend who grew up, they used to have a TV Scanfrost. It's a local manufacturing, affordable quality, and very extensive local service network. Price range between 880,000 naira to 600. That's very, very interesting. Now, before we talk about the advantages of refrigerator, because all the products we're using, believe it or not, I'm telling you on the free reader that they have their benefits and they have their disadvantage. I'm always saying, and I'll keep saying, it's a two side of a coin. It's reality. We have to face it. As far as we're saying the good thing of product, we have to say the disadvantage as well. Now we have to talk about the advantages of refrigerator. But let me ask you this question because the question was asked and consumers gave their opinion about the question, the way they see it from their own angle. So, to you, if you own a fridge, what do you, what's the importance? Okay, before I ask the question, what's the importance of refrigerator?
The importance of refrigerator first, I think it's helps to preserve some food items, and but people make this mistake of always keeping everything in the refrigerator, and there's some food items that you do not necessarily need to refrigerate, so they just put everything there, and in the process, it's begins to bring out this kind of smell.
I think I would like you to be specific who learning. So, because the customer said there was a time she put eggs in the refrigerator when she was making a statement. So, what types of food do you think should be kept in the refrigerator, and what types of food do you think is not proper? Because when the customer said egg, I was surprised that what is happening egg. So let's hear from you.
Yeah, sometimes people keep vegetables. I've
So do you
seen
think vegetable is not good?
to be
Is it the
refrigerated.
cooked one or the raw
No,
one?
the uncooked one.
The raw one is not good.
Yes, you don't refrigerate
Mm.
vegetable. If you want to
Put it inside
preserve
water.
it, you leave it open. You understand? It needs air, so not you refrigerating.
And I know of you
That.
putting inside water too as well to stay
But I know
fresh.
of the one you just like, because there was a time we were speaking with so women in the market who sell vegetables. So I asked the question. I was like, how do you preserve your vegetables? So they're like, oh, they just leave it open, like, so that it needs air. So but not like the one for refrigerator. And yeah, so basically, if you want to refrigerate, and they can refrigerate fruit anyway. And even for milk, sometimes there's some food items you refrigerate, it begins to lose its natural taste because of how long you might have really kept them in the refrigerator. So I mean, as practitioners, they they give more instances on food one should refrigerate or not. So that is just one thing I believe there. So the importance is that it helps to preserve some food, not all food type and all that. Then another thing is that in some weather conditions, especially when it's so hot,
Mm.
and people want to consume um, chilled
Yeah, they are dehydrated.
drinks, or yes, that they need to get hydrated, so
Mm.
they can just you know get something chilled. So that's one advantage also.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Erimofe. Now we need to keep it on to the next on the program, whereby we give you the advantage of a refrigerator. But please note that if you're streaming with us or you're watching this later after we are done, and you have any issues with any brand, any industry, any company whatsoever, and you've tried to reach out, but things are not going the way you wanted, I want you to know that Consumer Hala TV is here for you to get resolution, and that is why there is a box here in our studio, and that is why resolution box is well presented to you to be part of the conversation by telling us where and how it happened. We are ready to hear your narrative out at resolution box, so please do well. You can drop all your complaints on our comment box. Of course, we'll read it over there, or better still, you can call the numbers on your screen. Now, the advantage of a refrigerator, food preservation, just like Irimofe said, whereby it make food fresh for a longer period by maintaining a cool temperature. It reduces food waste. A consumer said before they had refrigerator, when they cook excess food, it's always on a waste, and the country, the economy is not smart and all of that. And now that they have refrigerator, it helps them a lot. It's just like a store for them. So it reduces food waste. It helps to store food properly, reduce the risk of spoilage and waste. Then the convenience as well. It allows for storage of perishable items, making it easier to plan meals and snacks. Yeah, about that, the customer too said he loves keeping his snacks in the refrigerator. And then improve food safety. Keep food to a safe temperature, reducing the risk of foodborne illness. You know, when a food is not warmed or is not in a refrigerator, when you keep it, it starts bringing some, I think, amoeba or yeah, some, if it's ever, after a while, 4 or 5 days,
Yeah,
some
some
yellow stuff, you start
yeah.
seeing something like mushroom on it and all of that. Then the um, increased flexibility. It enables storage of a wide range of food items, include the fruit, vegetable, and meat and dairy products. When talking about dairy products, we're talking about milk, fish, stuff like that. So so it enables storage of a wide range of food items. So you can put your fruit, your veggies there, your meat, your fish, and it's time saving. It reduces the need of frequent grocery shopping, saving time and effort. Overall, we cannot dispute the fact that the refrigerator is an essential appliance that helps to maintain food quality, safety, and convenience. Because when you have it, it's just like you having the savior at home.
Yeah.
Interesting there. Now we have to move on to the disadvantage of refrigerator. Before we go to the disadvantage, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is
Thank you so much for still watching and still staying show with us on the conversation. It is Resolution Box on ConsumerHallaTV. This is where we listen to your complaints that you're having with any industry, any brand whatsoever, and you've tried all your possible best about being a manufacturer. They're trying to place a particular limitation on you by not hearing or paying attention to your complaints. I can tell you that alas, you have nothing to worry about. ConsumerHallaTV is the right place and it's what you're looking for. So please note that you can join us on the conversation on Resolution Box, calling the numbers displaying on your screen. And if you're watching this after broadcasting, maybe you're watching the rebroadcast this minute, I want you to know that you can still join us on Wednesday, or better still, you can drop your complaint. We'll get it over to our site. And that is the first thing we would do anytime we come back to the show. So quick up, we need to move to the disadvantage of a refrigerator on the program. we're talking about refrigerator, and we've spoken quite a number of things. We've listened to the consumer voice, because I'm always saying, and I will keep saying, out of so many rights that consumer has, I can even say that the right to be heard is most important, if you ask me my own opinion, because when you hear consumer house, they feel like a king, and the word, the saying that says customers are always right, consumers are king. So it is only when you hear them out, you know what they have to say, you know their opinion, how they are feeling. So hearing is very, very important. And even in our daily conversation, our communication, if there is no attention, I can tell you that it's just like a dead bush meat. So now we need to get on the conversation, talking about the disadvantage of a refrigerator and the energy consumption. Refrigerator consume a significant amount of electricity, increasing the energy bills. We need to talk about this, because I could remember now, taking it back, doing a mini flashback. A consumer said that what she loves to look out for when she wants to purchase refrigerators is hope it does not consume electricity. It's very, very important to talk about this, and I said it stylishly with Kiki earlier on Consumer Analytics, that most especially if the person is on band A, he or she is not going to find it funny. So what do you think about the energy consumption? Though Akike said we now have some inverter product, which I made some analysis whereby after it has absorbed the light a bit, then it get back to his own inverter and start working on his own energy or in his own capacity. So now to you, what do you think about the energy consumption? Because I think, if you ask me, it might not be to some people, but in some people's areas, it's only the 247 light. They're always having light constantly. So what do you think in such scenario? Because I remember then when we have like 2-3 days, my mom would be like, switch off that fridge. Aside from let it rest, the light and all of that. So is it that we should apply that same solution by switching off the refrigerator to make sure we save our tariff and all of that? So what do you think of this?
Well, I mean, we just understand how the economy of the country is. So the best thing is, like, typically, I think when it comes to Nigerian setting, you just have to switch it off, because you pay the bills, and you know how outrageous some of these bills.
Well, we pay the bills.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we pay the bills. So sometimes it could be outrageous. But the best thing is, away from that, I think technology has made it easier. And that is why at this point, if you are getting any refrigerator or any appliances, try to go for ones that are smart. And at the end of the day, you also just have to ensure that the manufacturers have to ensure that they prioritize the consumers who are using it. Because you wouldn't blame them. You are using the refrigerator for the purpose it serves. But at the end of the day, what happens is that you just have to go with your capacity. And you ensure that, okay, the one you are buying in, how does it consume much energy? You might not know, but definitely from the manual, everything is well explained there. You can always know. So for Nigerian setting, you switch it off.
Interesting. That's sharp. I love when conversations that's sharp. It gives me a better oversight. Now let me turn to you. How do you manage the scope when it comes to you? So is that what you do? Do you switch it off, or how do you manage that scope?
I'm talking from experience.
You switch it off.
But if you look at it truly, okay, the refrigerator has been off for 2 days. If you switch it off for a day, it depends on the brand you are using or how effective it is. Even with the ice and all that, a day it can still be. So even sometimes, okay, take situation where you don't even have lights for two days. Sometimes if the refrigerator is good and it's not as if you are opening it and all that, it will still preserve all those things. So to understand it, we are trying to cut our coats according to our clothes. So all you just have to do is switch it off. And we've been like that while growing up too. Just switch it off to preserve, and it's still applicable till now. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you just even look at it, all the food items you have there, they are frozen, and at the end of the day.
So that means absolutely some norms we grew up to watch our parents do, are laws that are applicable to us
Unconsciously.
Interesting. Then we need to talk about the space as well. They occupy a valuable kitchen space that can be a challenge in smaller kitchens, most especially for a room self con, whereby welcome to Lagos, where every corner, every opportunity is always call for a room self con. You enter some places, you'll be like, what is it? Is this a cubicle and all of that? So now, if you want to get refrigerators, so it's better. You said cut your coat according to your cloth, but according to your size actually, because the size is definitely what we have to look out for. And do you prioritize when refrigerators are big, or you prefer something portable? Because we know some people in their kitchen, they will love it very, very big, and in their rooms, maybe bedroom, they have something portable just by the bedside. What do you think?
Well, for me, I just believe that, like when you mentioned Scan Frost the other time, I've seen one that is very portable, just like not big. And I mentioned earlier that it all depends on your individual needs. If I stay alone, I don't think I need any big refrigerator. And
But there are some stands that will be like, because of late, anytime I have somebody that will always tell me, like a grandma to me, she'll be like, you want to buy this thing? Why not buy the big one? You Bambe, when you buy, they will not be need. So why don't you think you should buy that one now? And
well, in as much as you are trying to, like, it helps to keep food fresh, and you don't have to. It even saves you the cost of you going back and forth buying all of those things. But you just have to consider the space. How, like you said, how big is the kitchen itself? Because you've seen some refrigerator and they're so big, they've really occupied space. And sometimes it's not just the space it occupies. It's all about how it harbors death around that place. You understand? And the kitchen becomes unhygienic. Some people don't have that luxury of time to start saying, okay, let them, try to keep the place sanitation and all of those things. So that's another one disadvantage at the end of the day. Not just the size now, but how it harbors death all around there. So for me, I just believe that, okay, if it's something that is portable, you can easily just remove the disconnect, then you move it to one side, then you sweep that area, then it's fine. But if it's big enough, it doesn't mean you still cannot, try to keep it. But sometimes people feel like it's stressful, and it's not something you have to be moving every now and then.
You've said it all. What else can I say? You're a fan of Okikiola because you just mentioned his name portable. So, all right, we have to look at the maintenance cost. The regular maintenance is required to ensure optimal performance, which can add to cost. And of this note, consumer made in her analysis, she said, basically she said she's using thermocol rather, and she said the area she needs the thing to improve on is to make sure that the engineers of that brand are accessible. So when their product or when the refrigerator is faulty, they are very on a standby to just reach out to and all of that. And basically we have stuff like, we have car care, we have thermocol complaints and all of that. So stuff like the maintenance is very, very expensive. The gas refill, a consumer said when she had issues when her compressor got, not our own compressor actually, a refrigerator compressor. Obviously we don't have compressor in the human inward, but most of our parents or areas be like, your compressor is faulty. Like, my own compressor is not faulty. So let's put it that way. Then the noise pollution. Some refrigerators can be noisy, which can be a disturbance. We have some refrigerators that are very, very noisy, that can lead to noise pollution, and we have some that you
don't even know that there's a refrigerator. I think it's been long I actually saw a refrigerator that is noisy. I really don't think it's so, but there's some that say like that way, and it could be very annoying sometimes.
Interesting. Environmental impact as well. Refrigerators contain refrigerants that can contribute to climate change if not disposed of properly. You made mention of the climate change earlier on. Then the initial cost purchasing a refrigerator can be a significant upfront investment. We get to see some people whereby, and I would say I belong to that class of people. So when I see something that, okay, I want to buy, maybe it's worth 400, 500, okay. And we have some people that we have some sellers, we have some retailers, we have some wholesalers that they are very, very relatable. They're well economical. They understand what is happening. Like, oh, okay, you have 50,000. Let's put it. You have, because stuff like this, most especially if the amount which they're selling it. Let's look at it now. A refrigerator is sold for 400,000. So basically, you have to be saving for it for a very long time. If you earn 400,000, you cannot just sit down and just collect the money and be like, my month. How would you do your upkeep? And we have some people that always just come it through whereby, okay, let me note it down. You pay 50, you pay 100, and that is the way that helps to when your money is well sum up, you just get your product. So, but if you look at it, the initial cost is very, very expensive. We knew refrigerator used to be within the age range of 40, 60, 70. Then I don't even know how we got there.
Nigeria happened.
I don't know how we got there, and I just pray things can go back to the way it was or it were when growing up. Overall, refrigerators offer many benefits. They also have some drawbacks that need to be considered, just like what we said about the energy consumption, which is very, very important. The space, it takes space, the maintenance cost as well, the initial cost, the climate change, the environmental impact, and a whole lot of things we've cited on the conversation. And now we need to bring things close on the program. But before we go, I need to turn to you. What do you have to say to the listeners at home? And looking at the segment of today's episode, Thermocool topped the chart. What do you have to say about it?
Well, the consumers have spoken. It's their choice, and it does not mean that other brands are not doing quite well. But there's something about consumer loyalty. Once they find that brand, preferring solutions to whatever their needs are, they will definitely stick to it. And sometimes through the word of mouth, people get to buy other brands. Not necessarily because they're different, but because the consumers prefer it. So all of it, if you are choosing your brand of refrigerator, consider some of the things we've highlighted on the show. And also ensure that you keep it clean, because sometimes people just put all sorts of items that are not even meant to be in the refrigerator. So ensure that you keep it clean, you keep the environment clean, and be careful how it consumes energy. So energy, yeah, how it consumes the energy rather. Pardon me for that. So that's just it.
Thank you, good people. All right, fellow consumers, now we have to come to the end of the program, but please note that all review on this program is not of CHTV, neither is it of we the broadcasters, but the voice of the consumers that we are so keen about, and we will keep projecting and always project on each edition of Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box. Thank you so much for joining us on the conversation. It was a beautiful one, Consumer Analytics Resolution Box. I really enjoyed myself, and I know you enjoyed yourself more. Always stay with us. Up next is news at 4. Thank you so much, and after the news at 4, it's screen time. Thank you so much for watching.
My name is Tunde Olufowora, and I'm the CEO of Van Eyck Communications. We are we call the publisher or the owner of the new initiative called ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is actually Nigeria's first consumer-centered, or call it consumer-centric television platform that aims to bring voice to the over 220 million Nigerians. It was a vision that came to my heart about 10 years ago. I remember that I was traveling. I traveled out of the country, airline, and I had this unpleasant experience. It was a trip to an African country from Nigeria, and I actually went with a local flight from Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention the name of the airline, and then it was to South Africa, and we landed in South Africa, and let me just paraphrase it. When I was coming back, I had some money, some dollars, and that someone had given to me to hand over to another person in Nigeria. So I wanted to help out. I didn't want to carry the cash on myself. So for whatever reason, I opted to. I had a small case, and I felt that it was safer for me to put the money in my luggage. So I put it in a safe place in my luggage, got everything tagged, and I checked in my luggage. My arrival in Nigeria, I was standing and was waiting by the carousel just so that I could pick up my luggage, and then I was there for 1 hour and waiting for my luggage. I didn't know that my luggage already arrived, and it was one of the luggage that was moving around on the carousel. So after about 1 hour wait, I looked to my left and my right. Almost everybody had gone. I think there were just about 2 or 3 left. So I beckoned on the woman that was on my side, and I noticed she was really in tears. Madam, what happened? She said, her bag has just been torn and a lot of things stolen. So I said, well, I've also been waiting for my own. She said, you better go and check those luggages there. Maybe yours is one of them. And lo and behold, I went around there. Mine was one of them. By the time I got it, everything inside my luggage was gone. All the valuable things there were gone. To cut the long story short, we felt there was need for us to report the case, at least to the airline. It was in the night, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We went in to go and see the officer that was in charge. As soon as we got in there, the officer said, "Oh, so sorry, but you will have to go to our head office in somewhere in Victoria Island, to lodge a complaint." Okay. So the next day we went to the Victoria Island and we lodged a complaint, and that was it. And since that day, I'm talking a story of over 10 years ago, I didn't get a call, not even a call from that airline to talk to me about what happened to my luggage. Now, about a month after that trip, I had another opportunity to travel out of the country. This time around, it was to US, and it was an official assignment. And I flew on, I will mention the airline this time around. I flew on a BA. I really didn't like BA. I usually go with Virgin Atlantic and things like that. But my protocol officer convinced me and said, "Okay, you will love BA. Why don't you go on BA?" Anyway, so I went on BA to US. And of course, on our return from US to Nigeria, we had to do, of course, there'll be like a connecting flight, from Heathrow. So we got into London Heathrow, and then because it was through Heathrow that we went, and then so they changed since it was BA, they changed the aircraft this time around to a bigger one. I mean, clearly because there were more Nigerians, or more people that were planning to come to Nigeria, and then we boarded. Not quite 10 minutes into the flight, in the air, the aircraft started malfunctioning. The air conditioning compartment were not functioning very well. I was on what you call business economy. The whole of that business economy all the way to economy side, the ACs were not working well. It was hot. And then I was watching. And then from that moment till we got to Nigeria. From that moment till we got to, I'm just trying to paraphrase. From that moment till we got to Nigeria, I could remember very well how many times the pilot, broke into conversation and had to apologize and say, "We're really very sorry about this." He was giving us almost every 30 minutes. There's always a kind of update. So sorry, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing. While we were on that journey, I also remember an incident. So they came, the crew apparently couldn't resolve it. They couldn't manage the crisis or what was going on about it. They couldn't fix it. So they come up and said, "We're so sorry, but for all the inconvenience, we're declaring, free lunch, free whatever it is you want, you can get." So trust Nigerians, you need to hear how everybody was jubilating, But something struck me. The experience I had just about a month before, and this experience, somehow I started comparing them. I was trying to see how this matter will be managed. Again, to cut the story short, we landed in Nigeria on BA. Before we landed, the pilot announced and said that for the inconvenience, they will be giving a voucher of £50 to everyone that flew on that aircraft. I thought it was a joke. I mean, it was my first time with BA, but for what I knew or know of the British man would never even play with his 1 penny, talking of £1. So I felt that must be a joke of the year. So we left. I got back to my office. I think it was just about a week after. My officer, our guys in our mail room came up and said, "Oh, you have a parcel." So I said, "Parcel? Yeah." So they brought this parcel wrapped. I opened it and boom, I brought the document out. It was the £50 voucher from BA. So what was the tenor of this story? An experience with one airline was terrible, no apology. An experience with another one, even though it was a bad experience, but it was very well managed. So managed that even if we have suffered anything in that aircraft, you probably, for the sake of how they manage it, will have forgiven them. So that was how this journey started. So I started thinking, my mind, this is what we go through in this country. But are we different from other nations? So God put in my heart the idea of ConsumerHalla. That's why the Hala came with consumer. And we started that journey about 10 years ago. We started by creating a platform called ConsumerHalla, where consumers, so I discovered that Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. So things happen, and that's it. We live with everything. So we've started the journey from creating the platform. We have an app, we even have a magazine, and we thought we could move it from that to the next stage, which is the television. So the TV today, has come. So I would say precept by precept, line upon line, we have been able to build on our aspiration, to finally bring to birth this unique and exciting platform, So it's a digital telecast, and our goal is to further connect consumers in Nigeria to brands with insightful news, development within the fast-paced world of consumers. The world of consumers is growing at a very fast pace, So we want to inform Nigerians. We want to get them educated about their rights, So our role is that we're going to educate consumers in Nigeria, all right? So by bringing them specialized and what you call analytical, research-based content generation that will inform, educate, sensitize the audience, So that's ConsumerHallaTV. So I call it an offshoot of our ConsumerHalla brand. ConsumerHalla brand actually was the first we call it the first complaint or consumer complaint resolution portal. When we started it about 10 years ago, or about 7 years ago, it became the first complaint resolution portal. We created it so that Nigerians can actually lodge complaint on that portal. We spent a lot of resources to build a very robust platform where today, if you have any complaint, about any brand, any leading brands in Nigeria, and you go on that platform, you can actually click, just a click, you can find the brand, you can actually lodge your complaint, and once you submit it, that complaint will be routed to that organization, and within 72 hours, we will obtain feedback for you. We build it in such a way that we have connection to almost all the organizations, and it's been working. We've resolved several complaints for people without having to charge them any penny, because the idea is not to charge. So what we have done with ConsumerHallaTV is to take it to the next level. So we hope to change the narrative. We want to give the right direction. Nigeria has the largest consumer market in the world, with a population of over 220 million people. Why should we be the one that is suffering the most? Everywhere you turn to, it's as though Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. You're traveling, you buy a ticket. For whatever reason, an airline will wake up middle of the night, delay the flight for whatever reason, and then you'll be waiting at the airport for hours. You'll be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, no any explanation. Then while you're there, they can even wake up and say, oh, flight has been cancelled. So everybody carry their luggage and go home. Nothing happened. Of course, things are changing. We must commend government because government is beginning to wake up, but there's still a lot to be done. And we believe that we can help to make, bring about those right changes. So we offer deliberately, part of what we do is that we also offer advocacy, all right? We're not just an advocacy organization, but we offer advocacy. We have a legal team, we have lawyers that are registered on our platform, all right, that can also take up cases, okay? So, and we've taken up many cases like that, and won those cases. So, ConsumerHalla is a platform to help consumers we're not fighting brands, but rather we say we're bringing about an amicable, resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end, and yet they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country, none. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at the power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers, we bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience. You buy a product from the supermarket, all right? For whatever reason, you take that product back to your house, and maybe something went wrong somewhere. By the time you take that product back to the shop where you bought it from, and you say, Oga, this thing, you know what's going to tell you? Oga, na me make am. Na me make am now. That's why I buy am. Meaning that there's nothing I can do to the product. So you lose the product, then you lose your money, because the money is not refunded. The product you can't use. Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Let me give you another experience I had. In the course of this, because I did a lot of, I went around, you know, in doing this. I was in US, I was in UK, I was in South Africa, I was in Germany, just because of this, to just study the environment. You know, I was in a friend's house in UK, in London, you know, and then what happened? We were going to go out, and he was going to dress up. So he said, oh, to me, I was seated in his sitting room. So he said, oh, wait a minute, I picked up an iron, that's the pressing iron, 2 days ago or so from a store. You know, oh, let me try this, let me just stand, use that to iron my shirt, and we can go out. So I was seated, the TV was on, I was watching. While I watched him, he brought out the pressing board, you know, spread it out, brought the iron out in my presence, plugged in the iron, and then as soon as he switched on the power button, we just had a spark. Boom! Ooh. The guy was raged. Then he goes, what just happened? So he said, no, these guys are in trouble, they're in soup. I was thinking, what are you going to do? You know, I was trying to compare that experience to what would have happened in Nigeria. In my presence there, he opened the pack, there was a card inside it. Inside that card,
good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 4. I am Ire Ayomikole Eke. The official launching, praise and dedication service of Pioneer consumer-centric television station, ConsumerHalla TV, held at the firm's corporate headquarters at Ikeja in Lagos State on Friday, October the 10th, 2025. ConsumerHalla TV is a platform dedicated to promoting consumer education, protecting and advocacy in Nigeria. And at present, it is the only television station that focuses solely on the issues related to consumers in the country. According to the company's Chief Executive Officer, the vision of ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engagement platform that constantly mirrors the mind of consumers and provide the right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus forming part of the overall vision of our ConsumerHalla brand, creating a more caring world of consumers where businesses thrive. Additionally, the TV station aims to amplify consumer voices and promote accountability. With its launch, the platform is poised to make a significant impact in Nigeria's consumer protection landscape. Though conceived by the founder and chief executive officer Tunde Olufowora over a decade ago, it began fully operations in May 2025. The Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Binko Motoshaw, led a routine for dignitaries from far and near to the event. The Commissioner himself was a veteran journalist and former editor of the Nation newspaper, lauded the vision and concept of the television station, offering praises and words of encouragement to the chairman and chief executive officer. He and other dignitaries also inspected the office facilities, the studio and newsroom, and were impressed by the state-of-the-art shape of the facilities therein. Also speaking, the president founder of Consumer Advocacy Foundation of Nigeria, Mrs. Shola Salakwajulo, commended the organization for taking the lead in the efforts to sanitize the fractious consumer-brand relationship with the country. Mrs. Salakwajulo is also the Southwest Coordinator of Consumer Protection Tribunal, stressed that it is heartwarming to see a Nigerian outfit take up such advocacy that has been in existence in advanced countries for decades. Respective speakers highlighted the importance of consumer protection and the role of ConsumerHallaTV in promoting this cause. Among other dignitaries at the event were the editor of Vanguard newspaper and president of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, Mr. Izenaba, the editor of Nigerian daily newspaper, Mr. Sylvester Ebudage, the assistant zonal pastor of Christ Embassy Lagos Zone 1, Pastor Olubenga Olusonya, the lead pastor, Kingsborough Center, Don Bro, and Apostle Tunde Balogun and his wife. Dignitaries reported that the event was Mrs. Tony Balogun, the managing director and chief executive officer of Black and Precious Communications Limited, Chris Matewa. The launch also coincided with the birthday of the chief executive officer of ConsumerHallaTV, Tudolo Fowora. Meanwhile, Pastor Dr. Olusonya led a prayer session for the chief executive officer's birthday and sought blessings for the company's success. Away from that, Zenith Bank PLC strengthened its financial reputation with a 51.3 billion interim dividend payout for the first half of 2025, which is equivalent to 1.25 naira per share, marking a 60% rise from 31.4 billion naira declared at the same period last year. The announcement was made on the 10th of October 2025, which reflects the bank's resilience and strong capacity to sustain shareholder value even as foreign exchange revaluation gains that once fueled record profit across the banking sector, which continued to taper off. According to Zenith Bank, a detailed first half 2025 financial report released to the Nigerian exchange, gross earnings rose 20% year on year to 2.5 trillion naira from 2.1 trillion naira in the first half of 2024. Interest income surged 60% to 1.8 trillion, driven by the strategic repricing of risk assets and effective treasury operations. The report also showed that the total asset climbed to 31 trillion naira as of June 2025, up from 30 trillion naira recorded at the end of 2024, while customer deposits grew 7% to 23 trillion naira, which reflects the sustained confidence in the bank financial management and service delivery. The group managing director and chief executive officer, Dr. Daura Umeoji, said performance and dividend growth demonstrate Zenith Bank commitment to rewarding stakeholders and maintaining a disciplined growth trajectory. She further said that the dividend underscores their strong half-year performance and their confidence in surpassing expectations for the full year. Now let's go to Ogun State. The Ogun State government has empowered 4,316 smallholder farmers with home garden toolkits and improved planting materials under a special agro-industrial processing zones program, which is to strengthen food security and enhance rural livelihoods. The state governor, Prince Akwabiodun, represented by the Commissioner for Agriculture, Owotomo Bolu, disclosed this during the flag off of the distribution exercise. The Bolu saying the initiative was designed to equip farmers with the tools and inputs needed to increase household food production and income. The Commissioner explained that the gesture underscored the governor administration's determination to build a productive and self-reliant agricultural base through inclusive community-driven programs. The Commissioner for Agriculture in Ogun State said the initiative is a practical step toward food security At household level, with the toolkit and improved planting materials, every beneficiary household can cultivate vegetables, tomatoes, okra, peppers, and fruit even in small spaces. The commissioner stated that the current phase of the program covered the Obafemi Owode, Odogbolu, Ijebu East, and the Yewa North local government areas, with other councils expected to join in subsequent phases. Governor Abiodun commended SAP's team and development partners for ensuring that the project reached genuine beneficiaries. Adding that the empowerment drive aligned with his administration's Ishaya mantra and the state's goal of sustainable agricultural development. Move away from Ogun State now. The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed deposit money banks and other financial institutions to refund customers for failed automated teller machines transactions within 48 hours in a move aimed at strengthening consumer protection and restoring public confidence in the banking system. The directive was contained in a new draft titled Exposure of the Draft Guidelines on the operations of automated teller machines in Nigeria, which was released on Saturday and signed by Mr. Musa Ajimo, Director of the Payment System Police Department. Report says the circular was sent to bank, payment service providers, card schemes, and independent ATM operators, with industry feedback expected by the 31st of October 2025. The CBN, however, stressed that customer was not being made to suffer for failed transactions caused by system errors and network failures, and the draft guidelines also introduced new standard for ATM deployment, security and accessibility, and banks must provide at least one ATM for every 5,000 active cards, with implementation target set at 30% by 2026, 60% by 2027, and full compliance by 2028. ATMs are now required to include anti-skimming features, CCTV surveillance, backup power, and tactile components when visually impaired. In addition, machines must comply with data security standards. This spans clean bank notes before returning cards, and issue receipts for all transactions except balance inquiries, and operators will be required to publicly disclose any downtime lasting more than 72 hours, including the cost and expected. The non-interest bank, Taj Bank Limited, has recorded a 185.50% oversubscription. The latest 20 billion naira Mudaraba Sukuk bond offer in a statement made public last week Thursday. The bank said the figure was based on data released by investment market authorities and the bond performance. The data showed a debt instrument with an annual profit rate of 20.5% and a recorded allotment of 57.03 billion naira, which represents 185.15% oversubscription. A reflection of growing investor confidence in the bank. Commenting on the performance of the offer, Taj Bank founder and managing director Ms. Rami Joda described the 20 billion naira Mudaraba Sukuk bond, which represents the second tranche of the bank's 100 billion Sukuk program, as impressive given prevailing micro and macroeconomic conditions affecting the real income of Nigerians. Furthermore, also speaking on this development was the bank co-founder and executive director, Mr. Sheriff Idi, said, and I quote, "These investments fit clearly demonstrate investors' trust in Taj Bank, and we all continue to do our best to exceed their expectations through world-class products and services. As always, the focus remains on our customers and investors." Now to end the news. Airtel Africa Foundation through Airtel Nigeria has launched its undergraduate tech scholarship program to support about 100 Nigerian undergraduates pursuing studies in information and communication technology related fields. The chairman of Airtel Africa, Dr. Shegun Ogunsoya, disclosed this in a statement at the World Press Conference held last Thursday in Lagos State. The initiative will cover tuition, accommodation, study materials, and a stipend from the first year to the final students. Beneficiaries are drawn from 100 level students enrolled in approved programs in public universities, including the University of Lagos, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Ahmadu Bello University, the University of Benin, Obafemi Awolowo University, the University of Ilorin Tashola University of Education. Meanwhile, Dr. Ogunsoye said, the scholarship reflects the foundation long-standing commitment supporting young Africans. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. I am Ire Ayomi Kunle Eke. Good afternoon.
You're welcome to ConsumerHalla TV, and this segment is called In the Marketplace. Yes, in the marketplace. I am Elizabeth Abefe. You know, when you see me, it's in the marketplace o'clock. And today, I know you all will be surprised that there is no tomatoes, there is no yam, there's no pepper, there is no yam flour, there is nothing unique pepper, there is no food item or food stuff. Yeah, we decided to bring more creativity to showcase Nigeria talent and Nigeria's dealer on craft. Yes, craft is still useful. You see a lot of people carrying different kind of craft bags, craft earrings, craft jackets, leather bags, leather belts, and all of that. And you are wondering, are all this made in Nigeria? Does Nigeria still adore craft work? Obviously, yes, they do. But then we have to go and talk to people so they will tell us more about this craft. Does craft still pay? Does it have profit? After all, there are a lot of museums now, but do people still come to the market to get stuff? But yeah, we'll be bringing you behind the news of a particular market. And today, I'm live here at Art and Craft Oba Elekushi Market, known as Oba Elekushi International Market in Lekki. Yeah, but then before we move deep to talk to people, let's move straight to the history.
Lagos, a city that never sleeps, a place where traffic hums like an endless song, where tradition and modernity walk side by side. But hidden just off the busy Lekki Expressway lies a world unlike any other, a world of color, texture, and rhythm, where every carving, every bead, and every painting tells a story. This is the Lekki Art and Crafts Market, also known as Jakande Market, a creative sanctuary under the Elegushi Kingdom. The Lekki Art and Crafts Market began humbling in the late 1990s. At that time, Lekki was still growing. Sanding roads, scattered houses, and a few wooden stores built by the local artisans. This early craftsmen came from across Nigeria: wood carvers from Benin, bead makers from Abeokuta, leather workers from Kano, and painters from Osogbo. They came here drawn by opportunity and by the dream of keeping culture alive. Over the years, the little stores grew into a community, one defined by creativity, collaboration, and resilience. From just a few stands, the market expanded into a network of hundreds of shops, each filled with art and reflects the soul of Africa. An older artisan speaking about how the market began. Let's hear from him.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, what is your name, sir?
My name is Abdul Karim Mama.
So for how long have you been selling in this market?
This place we came here in 1990. That is where we come from, the Bar Beach to here. And the governor, when he brings us, we call him Abdul Rasak. That is the former governor of Lagos State. He's the one who brings us here in 1990. And when we base here under the local government of Otiosa, that is Morphin from Ikate, now he allocated this land for us. And we did now from 1990 to 2025. It's almost 35 years.
So what is that little story, concerning this Obakochi market?
international market?
This international market, we come from far away. You know, from there, this market started from the British town, from Marine Beach, Ajigule. From Ajigule, when independence went to start, they bring them for Leventis. Leventis, that is near CMS, that car park over there. That is where the market. From there, when developments come to, from the Savannah, Shagari bring us for a person. That is near Ecotel, the land over there. That is where they bring us. When they bring us over there, now from there, when the sea start to float, now from there they bring us here in 1990.
So how do you come across that market before the development and all of that? How did you come across that market, this craft market, this craft business? What inspired you to be doing crafts?
Oh, you know, it's one of international trading business. It's different between tomatoes, Maggi, everything. It's artwork. Artwork, you meet first class people. I met Clinton 1999 in Abuja. Yes, they invite 21 of us inside this market. And I went to Abuja. I stayed in Akanoga for 3 days. Before we came here, she said, we meet people. We used to go to exhibition, international exhibition, sometimes outside country. Yeah, we don't only... Now yourself, you know, I don't know what to say, self. You see, when you have a good level, you go to the high level. And when you are low, you know something, and you are still low. That is it.
So why do you like making crafts?
Artwork. I love it. I love it. I started this business since 1980. I love it. You know, it give you good association. You meet people, you advance by yourself too. You understand now? You meet first class people, and they too, they will respect you. They will say that, yes, you have a brain on it, and you know, yes, that is the main thing. You meet first class people. The artwork, you know, when we say trading, it's one of the traders international. Person can say pure water, can say all of that. That one is the trading. When they say trader, so this is the artwork is a trader.
So now you're trying to tell me there's a difference between trading and a trader.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so this your artwork. Do you craft them yourself or you buy them?
No, I buy them. We have people who deposit it for us. We are artist dealer. You understand that kind of thing? We are not a producer. We are artist dealer. Just an artist dealer is different between the producer. Producer is the one who will come and meet us. So we are the people who go show him the kind of work when we know that it's moving. You know, that kind of things. Yes.
So is there a reason why you did not also try to be a producer rather than art dealer? Because I feel if you are a producer, there will be a lot of story to tell combining. So is there a reason why you did not be a producer?
Not so. You see, the producer is different between the seller. You understand now? A producer, they have one spirit in their body. When sometimes in the midnight they wake up, the thing vision used to come to them, how to arrange some things. You understand that kind of things? Yes. We the dealer, we are different. It's like this our market now. We have people who produce bag. This bag, different types of bag. You will see them. They come, they will give them orders. Say, this market now, before it's a deal. Now this market is a producer. They produce work, people come to collect it.
So what challenges is in this business?
Oh, the challenges is museum. Sometimes like this work is a new work. I will show you difference inside where the museum people are disturbing. You see, when they say this one, you can't compare this and this is not the same thing. You understand? I'm a museum now. They will take this one to be like this one, and they will disturb public.
Okay, now you are trying to tell me now, if I should get what you are saying now, we have original and we have fake. So now they would make the fake to look like original.
Thank you. We have old carving and new carving. This is the new carving and this is the old carving.
And this old carving has been existing for so long.
We can give you the history, why they produce this, why it come. You understand that kind of thing? You have a reason. The old carving never come like a function. No, it come a reason. It's a culture.
So now, can you tell me something about this one?
This one, I can give you, see, this one, we can call it Prince of Fetish.
Prince of Fetish.
You understand now? Prince of Fetish, if some people come to him to come and collect prayer. When they want to go hunter, some want to go farm, some want to go this. And any evil something when you want to come, the Prince of Fetish, he will cover it. You understand now? He have a reason of coming.
So now you're saying new carving now is now the one they are projecting at the museum.
Now, yes, they will take it like the same thing. The challenge we have is a museum and the custom. They wish to seize this market from the customer. So that's why the customer is to not come in the market again.
Rather than customers coming into the market to explore and see all this beauty, they'll rather go to the museum.
So we have a challenges. It's museum who is delaying is discouraging the people in our business. The many people buy when they went to the airport, they seize it. When they seize it, they'll come to us. They will tell us, now no more wood. I'm not buying wood. So what do we say? And we are selling wood. We have people who sell painting.
So then, how do you survive in the market? Because a lot of people are always saying, now me hearing you with all this experience, the way you're speaking so well, majorly people actually believe that people that don't really know their left and right are those that are always in the market, those that are not brilliant, those that are not intelligent. So. But then, how do you survive in the market? What keeps you going?
We have a hope. Why I tell you, say we have a hope. We have the promise. One day it will change. We have a leader where you will know about tourism and bringing tourism for us. You understand now? When we bring tourism to finish. When you go to Kenya, they deal in tourism. When you go to Ghana, they deal in tourism. Ivory Coast in tourism. I mean, we here, we don't have tourism. That is the thing when it's disturbing us. We don't have strangers. When they used to come alone, they will, we don't have it.
I was about asking that how many different people comes here, but you said people, is it like Westerners don't come here to see this beauty?
American Britain. Before in Shagari time in the 80s, we see Americans lot, German, Italy. And later, the changes when it's coming, we don't see American, now it's Chinese. And Chinese have a particular something when they are buying. They buy stone.
They buy what?
Stone, precious stone. Chinese don't buy wood like this too much. They buy precious stone. Sister, that is the way we are getting some challenge. Sister, one Chinese, they are buying wood. That advertisement, the wood.
Then how do you now cope? How do you cope in the market?
Well, you say if you know, it's God survive, we are living. The many people, when they saw it, they think that we have money. You understand? I can sell one, at least I will spend like 1 month, 2 months, I never sell.
Then when you don't see customers like that, how do you cope apart from God? How do you cope? What was that thing that keeps still making
sometimes too, you see, we have a friends. We have a friends and we have a brothers who you could tell, and in some places, that kind of things where they sell art. So sometimes they used to come here, come and buy some one work for some people like in Abuja, some people in Calabar, Akwa Ibom. They used to come here, come and buy things, or in the hotel. People who sell in the hotel, sometimes from Kano State, Kaduna, Zaria, sometimes they used to come and buy market and go.
So what's that memorable thing that's ever happened to you in the market? What's the memorable thing you can never forget that's ever happened to you?
That is the day we went to Abuja. That is the day we went to Abuja. That is the way I saw that, artwork is have value and it's very interesting. Not only this market alone, we met people like Nike, like Chike, Bogo, the one who have Bogobiri Gallery. You understand? And Bogobiri Gallery is my name who I give Chike. My popular name is Bogobiri. You understand that kind of things? Yes. My real name is Abdul Karim. My real popular name. When you want to know me very well, whether in anywhere when they sell art, you call Bogobiri. Yes, Bogobiri.
Yes. So is this artwork that makes you go international, if I should get you right?
Thank you. You can't see president of Kilinti go and buy sugar or in the market like Mokola market in Ibadan. No way. You can't see it. You can't come market here to say you won't buy Gary. No. We meet ambassador. When we came here, new one, the 1990, France ambassador, Brazil, all Argentina ambassador need to come. Brazil, America, France, Belgium, Canada. I will select 10 embassies where they used to come here before.
But now museum has taken shape and...
Thank you, museum blockers. Museum park, all the customers. Yes, and the thing where they disturb us, we need corporate plus tourism. When we cooperate plus tourism will at least, when we register ourselves as a tourism, we can get the reconnection of the art. And now we are under Oba Ikati. You understand now? We are under him. We are not under tourism. When we do under tourism, so it's the tourism people who will be bringing boats, carrying strangers, they come for us every month, every 3 months. When they have some exhibition in America or Germany or anything, they can invite us. Who has the money, go and cut your ticket. This is the mission. And everybody, when you are going to exhibition, at least you carry 2 people along beside you. That is the law of international business. When you are going out, anyone, when they give you visa, you are going to Germany or anywhere to go and sell art as a exhibition, they will allow you to take 2 people to go finish.
So now, with this way water is around, how do you now cope entering the water, your customers entering the...
Now it's 1 week and now almost with 10 days now. When this water start on Tuesday, last 2 weeks Tuesday, you understand, right? Last week Tuesday, but that we know what we face. Before, they block all the canal where the vehicle is passing. They block all the gutter for us because of that street when they are doing. You understand that? That's why before, when we did here, water don't flow to reach here. We used to come, we go see, so we all imposter. We go come out our shirt. The water at least 3-4 days, you go. This one, almost 10 days now. Since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And today is Thursday. 10 days. That is what we are. Excuse me to say, it's very annoying. How we do for consume it. Today, this morning, me and the secretary, we sit down, we discuss how we want to find solution. We say in the afternoon, we'll go to the street. We'll put our leg in the water to see where the point is. When we can do something, we do it. When we can't do it, all.
Thank you very much, sir.
Nice to meet you.
For many of them, the market wasn't just a place to sell. It was a home. A space to express, to teach, and to connect with others through arts. The market sits on land under the royal Elegushi family. This connection gave it not just a space, but heritage. Under the watchful support of the Oba Elegushi and the local community, the market gained identity and order. It became a recognized landmark, one that celebrates Nigerian craftsmanship and welcomes visitors from around the world. An older man also gave insights about sports that have been used for so long. Let's hear from him.
This little one now is come from Kwara State. This little one. So in olden days, all this clay, just like a bowl. So they eat inside, and we have this side by side, the big one and the small one. Some are for the food, some are for the soup. Put it inside. But all this little one is for frying some little things. That is on the fire, and those are the big one. So those big one is normally used to cook the soup inside. It's side by side. Depends upon how the family is. So all this little one is the one they used to cook traditional medicine in the olden days. And the same thing with all these things now. But in this modern time now, some people are using it in different occasions, different things. You understand what I mean? So like all this, like this particular one, it's come from north, from Kano. We call it camel seed. Camel seed. This is the double one. This is the single one. It's used to sit inside This is the double one, this is the single one. So we call it camel saddle because the sample of the camel saddle, how it look like, for instance. So these are the big one, that black one, the same size of this. You can use it in the parlor, you can use it in the bedroom to make it put rest, because some people are keeping it in the bedroom to make it put rest inside. So that is how they use it. So where it come from, they have to take care about it, proper care, proper packing to reach Lagos from where it is exporting to.
So where do you export?
Kano, Kwara, so centrals of Nigeria like Bida, Benue, so all that particular place is exporting from there to Lagos here. When it is broken, it's your risk. So that's how it is. You have to take it. You are a businessman, you have to take the risk. That's how it is. Some made by the old men, which are, some of them have passed away. So, and their children now, they would rather to stay in the office, not to doing the job. They are handwork. That is how it is now. So we have some in the modern time, we have some in this ancient time. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God for it.
What about this big one?
Yeah, this big one is the Asian one. Asian one is.
What do they use it?
They use it to keep water inside. It's for keeping water. In the olden days, we don't have the refrigerator, so we don't have it. So they make it keeping water. They will get the sharp sand and put it inside. So the water will cool until it will clean. That's why they put the sharp sand inside. That is how they use it. And in the olden days, the woman was going to the husband's house. She used to get the set of the pot for using, domestic using. That is how it is.
So does people still come here to get this?
Exactly. No, for history.
For history.
For history, exactly. For history.
Just put it out.
Like you now, you can't use this one for people.
Yeah.
You see now, you are a modern guy. You can't use this one for people. That's how it is.
Thank you, Baba.
Today, that connection remains strong. Each year, the market draws hundreds of tourists, students, and artists, all searching for something real, something handmade, something Nigerian. Walk through the narrow sandy lanes and you will find more than just objects. You will find stories, wooden marks with fierce expression, tell tales of ancestral power. Beanie Brown says, recall the glory of ancient kingdom. Painting burst with scenes of Lagos life, women balancing trees, drummers in street corners, children playing under the sun. Let's hear from a man explaining the meaning behind their work.
Karasa.
Karoma.
Kí lorúkọ yín sá?
Orúkọ mi ni Olúgbénga Jẹ́gẹ́dẹ́.
Báwo lẹ ṣe jẹ́ nínú ọjà?
Èmi náà jẹ́ kan nínú ọjà yìí torí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjà yìí láti Babish Market ní 1990. Náà lé wa kúrò ní Babish Market. Náà kó wá sí Jákàndé. So wọ́n wá ń pe ọjà ilé ìsìn ní Ọba Elekusu International Market.
Ọba Elekusu International Market. So kí ni ìtàn ráńpẹ́ tẹ́ lè sọ fún wa nípa ọjà Ọba Elekusu yìí?
Ìtàn ráńpẹ́ tí mo lè sọ fún yín ní ọjà yìí ó ti exist tipẹ́tipẹ́ during the Shagari time. Àtàpẹ̀sẹ̀ náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwọn tí bá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn àá wà ní school. Ìgbà tá a wá jáde school là á wá join wọn. Ní ìgbà Shagari time during the ìdí àgbọ̀n wọ́n mú fún wọn kúrò ní Àpẹ̀sẹ̀ wọ́n lé wọn wá sí Babish ní a police station. So ìgbà tó wá di during the Babangida regime Babangida tó wá lé wọn kúrò ní Babish 1990 August wọ́n wá mú fún wọn wá sí Ìlàsùn bíbáyìí estate yìí ni wọ́n ń pè ní Ìlàsùn ní Jákàndé ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ọjà ti wá gangan ó ń jẹ́ Ọba Elekusu International Market man and woman ọkùnrin pẹ̀lú obìnrin la máa ń ná so àwọn ní vegetable náà wà láàrin méjì wa àwọn ló ń jẹ ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ particular jù tó publish jù ní art and craft tó ń tà.
So aago mélòó ni ọjà yìí máa ń ṣí? Aago mélòó tẹ̀ lẹ máa ń close, lẹ máa ń ti ọjà?
A máa ń open ní 8 o'clock and a máa ń close ní 6 o'clock.
So báwo ni ẹ ṣe mọ̀ ọjà yìí àti pé a ti tọ́dún mélòó tẹ́ ti ń tajà ní bíbá yìí?
Ṣé ní bíbá yìí ń gangan sí láti 1990 láti wà ní bíbá yìí.
Ni ẹ̀yin ti ń tajà ní bíbá yìí?
Láti 1990 láti wà ní bíbá yìí, ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjà yẹn sìn láti 1988 ní Apẹ̀sẹ̀ ní Babish Market. So ní Babish Market náà ti mú fún akúrò ní 1990 wá sí bíbá yìí.
So ẹ wà pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tajà bí láti 1990?
Yes, àwa ni first set ló pa ń tajà bí ní 1990.
Kí ni wá ní ìrírí tẹ́ ti rí nínú ọjà yìí ní business tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí?
Mo ti rí a lot of things torí mo ti ṣe many things. So
bí kí lẹ ti ṣe?
A lot of things la ti ṣe. Well, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́jọ́ tèmi pé Ọlọ́run dá mi sí. So àdàtì fowó yẹn ṣe nǹkan tó dáa. So many people náà ti fowó ṣe nǹkan tó dáa.
So kí ni ẹ wá ń tà nínú ọjà yìí? Kí ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tà nínú ọjà?
Nǹkan tèmi ń tà nínú ọjà yìí sì ni àwọn craft. Eléyìí ní sìn ayò game. Eléyìí ní sìn bronze ni. This bronze yìí Benin náà ti ń cast yẹ the whole Nigeria. Àwọn Benin kan ló ń cast. So eléyìí ní sìn Africa ni wọ́n kà fún ẹ ní Òyìnbó kàbí Òṣogbo kàbí Ìbàdàn.
So gbogbo àwọn kinní tí wọ́n kàwé yìí ń sìn ẹ máa ń rà wá ni, kì í ṣe pé ẹ̀yin fúnra yín lẹ̀ ń ṣe?
Máa ń rà ni, àmì dílà máa ń rà máa ń tà. So throughout of West Africa, ọjà West Africa wọ́n máa ń kó wa. Orí ilé yìí sìn àti Ghana ló ti wá.
Kí lorúkọ ilé ìbàdàn?
Mass ni eléyìí náà ń sìn àti Africa Coast ló ti wá.
Ṣé òwò wá wà nínú craft work yìí?
Yes, òwò wà nínú ẹ̀gbọ́n, kò sẹ́ńbọ̀dì tó máa débẹ̀ tó ní ṣe nǹkan tó dáa.
So adúrú èèyàn mélòó ló máa ń wá láti àti pé ibo làwọn èèyàn ti máa ń wá sí bíbáyìí wá ti wá ná ọjà yìí?
Throughout the whole world náà ti ń wá. Ní 2016 ọba Morocco wá bí. So last year president kan mo ti gbàgbé orúkọ president yẹn náà, this Africa country náà ni òun náà wá bí. So exactly ní 93 so Water Carrington kò lè ṣe kó má wá bí, kò lè ṣe ọ̀sẹ̀ kan kó má wá bí. Every Saturday ló máa ń wá bí pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ẹ̀.
So kí ni ó máa ń mú wọn lórí láti wá sí bíbáyìí?
A lot of things ló máa ń mú wọn lórí torí ẹlòmíì kò mọ nípa àwọn èrè yìí, ẹlòmíì ò rí àwọn káfíń rí. So ó máa ń jẹ́ wonderful fún wọn pé ṣáwọn kan wà tán máa ń ṣe ilé.
So káfíń wo nísìn ló wà nínú bíbáyìí tó jẹ́ pé ó ní ìtànnú?
Kò sí èyí tó ní ìtànnú. Eléyìí sìn this Festac 77 lélẹ̀.
Festac 77 yẹn ìtàn wo ló ní?
Nàìjíríà ṣe Festac nígbà yẹn ní 1977. So eléyìí ló ń lò gangan ní national
Festac 77.
So symbol Festac 77 nìyí. So àwọn eléyìí náà ó wà níbí ẹ̀wò ń sìn, orí eléyìí ń sìn slave ni ibi tí wọ́n ti kó alẹ́rú láyé àtijọ́.
So àwọn èèyàn ń sìn máa ra eléyìí ń sìn ó máa gbé sílé.
Yes.
Fún láti ṣe ìrántí.
Yes, pé ibi tí àwọn ìbò yẹn ti ṣe wá ní ayé àtijọ́.
So tí àwọn westerner ń sìn tó bá wá bíbáyìí àbí bóyá ṣé àwọn school máa ń gbé àwọn ọmọ wá bíbáyìí wá ṣe excursion?
Àwọn school máa ń wá bíbáyìí dáadáa wá ṣe excursion. So àwọn other country náà máa ń wá láti Ghana, throughout of the whole world náà máa ń ná bíbáyìí.
So nísìn tí wọ́n bá wá ń sìn tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sọ fún wọn bí eléyìí ṣe jẹ́ ń sìn ń pé báwo lẹ ṣe máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti polówó ọjà?
A sọ fún bí story yẹn ti jẹ́ láyé àtijọ́ pé on trade by barter ni. So ìgbà tí àwọn ìbò yẹn kó wa ní ẹrú ń gbà yẹn wọ́n máa ṣe ń jẹ pẹ̀lú ọtí shinap láyé àtijọ́. So bí ìtàn tá a mọ̀ gbọ́ láyé nìyẹn. trading by barter.
Trade by barter. Okay, kí wá ni ohun má ní gbàgbé tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí nínú ọjà tẹ́ ẹ lè gbàgbé rí?
A lot of things ti ṣẹlẹ̀ fún wa nínú ọjà yìí o, torí ìgbà tá a kọ́ kó débí ní 1990 yẹn, ogun Gulf War ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún ti Liberia, so ká má tètè wá sọ ètò ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta EndSARS, lockdown, so ẹ̀yin náà wo bí títà ti rí nsìn ní fraud omi, so ọdọọdún lomi máa ń yọ á lẹ́nu.
Mo ti fẹ́ béèrè nípa, mo sì fẹ́ mẹ́nu bà omi yẹn. Báwo ni ẹ ṣe ń cope nínú wọn? Ẹ tẹ̀sẹ̀ láti odidi kínní wá síbi tẹ́ ń tajà. Báwo lẹ ṣe ń cope? Tí ẹ̀yin bá tẹ̀tẹ̀ ń ta nǹkan bá tẹ̀lé wọnú ẹ̀, àwọn oníbàárà yín kọ́, ṣé ẹ̀ ń rí ọjà tà?
Àwọn olùbárà wa tán nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa, tọ́lọ́run náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa, wọ́n wá ń ṣàánú wa, wọ́n máa ń rent rainboat, so wọ́n máa fún omi wá, so àdá ń ṣàdúrà fún wọn lójoojúmọ́ pé bí tí wọ́n ti ń wá yẹn Ọlọ́run ò ní gbàgbé gbogbo wọn.
So bí rainboat yẹn ń sìn, èlò ni ṣé ó máa ń dá àkókò tíyàn máa fi ya àti dá padà?
Tó bá lè ti rent ẹ lọ wọn, ìgbà tó bá lè ti lò tán wàá tún gbé fún wọn.
Bí èlò ń sìn?
Àmì ìmọ̀ye o.
So àwọn èèyàn ń sìn pẹ̀lú bí omi yẹn ṣe pọ̀ lọ ṣe máa ń wọnú ẹ̀ wá síbí báyìí wá ti wá rajà.
Torí ẹlòmíì á lóun fẹ́ travel, á lóun fẹ́ mú nǹkan lọlé, á wá rajà, so tẹ bá rìn káàkiri ń sìn rí bíi tẹ̀ rí nǹkan oríṣiríṣi.
Ok, kí ni ìdí tí pàtó tí ẹ fi fẹ́ràn ọjà art and craft yìí?
Ìgbà tí mo wà ní school, art ni mo learn, so tí n bá lè ti rí wọn gbà yẹn, tí n bá lè ti rí wọn, tí n bá lè ti ń káàgbà yẹn náà máa wò wọn, máa ní ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe eléyìí ń sìn ṣó lè mú wá, so mi wàá mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tèmi náà má bàa wá ṣe nìyẹn tó má bàa jẹ́ ọ̀nà fún mi.
Pẹ̀lú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé ìgbà tẹ́ wà ń school yẹn, ń pé lẹ ti fẹ́ràn láti máa ṣe àwọn carving àti àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan, kí ló dé tó fi jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ wá fi kọ́ kẹ́yìn náà fúnra yín máa ṣe?
Àwọn oníkankan tí táwa lè ṣe orí eléyìí sìn àwa fúnra là ń sandpaper ẹ̀.
Bí àpótí yìí?
Yes, tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wà ní rough wa nísìn, orí àwọn kan tá a máa ń lò yìí, ṣẹ̀rí nísìn àwọn brush tá a máa fi kú sandpaper lélẹ́yìn sìn táwọn kápá bàbá ṣe, àwa fúnra lára la máa ṣe báyìí, la máa dùn, la máa sandpaper ẹ̀, la máa fún ní polish. Tó bá jẹ́ pé black la fẹ́ lò tàbí brown, any colour tá a bá fẹ́ mú jáde, àá mú jáde.
Ṣé ó wá ní ayẹyẹ kan tí ẹ máa ń ṣe níbí báyìí nínú ọjà ń bí báyìí?
Yes, a máa ń ṣe ọdún ní every December, end of year party.
End of the year party nìkan lẹ máa ń ṣe? So ṣé lè wá sọ fún mi ìdí tí ó fi jẹ́ pé ẹ ti yan láti máa tajà níbí?
Kò síbi tá a ti lè ta ọjà, tó bá jẹ́ pé nísìnyí wọ́n tún mú fún wa kúrò níbí báyìí nísìnyí, tó bá jẹ́ pé bíi Maryland náà tún mú fún wa lọ, a máa tún máa lọ náà ni.
Ẹ ṣé sá.
Here, art is not just decoration, it is memory, a record of who we are and where we are from. In every woven basket, every beaded necklace, you can feel the rhythm of Africa, living, breathing, evolving. The people who brings this market to life are more than traders, they are custodians of culture. Some have been here for over 20 years, passing skills from parent to child. They work long hours, carving, painting, stitching, inspiring, and all that. Female artisans discussing our daily routine or what inspires our work. Let's hear from her.
Morning, ma.
Morning.
What is your name?
I'm Patience.
Okay, so for how long have you been selling here in this market?
Well, I would have said it's just 3 years interval now.
So what do you sell in this market?
What we sell in this market is craft work in general, and then fabric. We use fabric in making a lot of stuffs. Wood as well. But like now we have wood earrings, other stuff that they are using woods to make. You can see raffia and basket there. What we get from raffia stuff. There are different design of handbags, things. And then when it comes to my shop, I sell fabrics. I use fabric in making bags. You can see different types of it. The face cap, the necklaces, interior accessories using fabric to create them.
So now I will ask, what brings out this creativity? Like, why? Tell me the story, how you come about. Okay, I want to be using fabrics to make wares, to make earrings, to make bag. Like, what? Tell me that story.
Well, the story that I would love to tell you, I will start by telling you that I served for like 7 years, and my boss was is an actress, a creative actress, is a producer. So I was working with him. The fact that the salary was too poor, but I know I was learning. So and apart from learning, I fall in love with it because it's a creative act. Something you notice that you can use fabric to create something, to bring something out of nothing, and it will go viral. People love it. There are some people that love wearing African stuffs. You understand me? So that is where I get the love, the interest. I do it with passion. That's the truth.
And there's a saying that when you have passion for something and you do it, there's no how someone will not succeed in it, because that is what you have passion for.
For sure, exactly.
So how do you make this your creativity? Because I can see palm, I can see slippers to make with fabrics too. Yeah, like these slippers too, you make them yourself?
Yes.
So then you just decided, like, okay, this one, what brings that inspiration?
You can see what we are having here. That is necklaces. You know, as I was telling you, after staying with my boss for like 7 years, I learned from there, and then I know that we can use fabric to create a whole lot of things. So I developed the passion for it. So most of my stuffs, I make them by myself, and I love making them because it gives me joy, it keeps me busy, and we sell.
So there's profit in this business?
For sure.
Before, people are always looking at fabrics like, oh, fabric, just fabric. But now a lot of people want to rock African wear. So now, how many from Westerners, can you tell me different kind of people that come to your shop to patronize you?
We have an international expatriates all over the world come to our market to buy. You understand? Sometimes it's only that we are having problems calling on government for them to help us to repair the road, so that those expatriates will not have any problem coming in, driving in. So it's an international market. We have a whole lot of stuffs that you can only find it here, not everywhere.
So what are the challenges in this business?
One of the challenges for now that I'm having, we have some flood in the market, which is not supposed to be like that, you understand. But if the government can come in to assist us by, maybe repairing the road, doing something about the flood, because it affects our clients in this season of rainy season that we are having. You understand? So those are the challenges.
So do you transport? Do you do retail? Like, do you sell your loads in bulk to other people to sell, or just?
We do wholesale, because I'm a producer as well. I created a lot. I'm a designer. I can create. So we do wholesale. We do supply outside and inside the country.
Okay, now in the market, is there always lights?
NEPA lights? Yes, we do have light. It's only that we are having a little challenge with NEPA for now. That's why you did not see light in my shop, but definitely we do have light.
But then, does the light not affect your business, because it will make this beautiful thing I'm seeing to pop out the more they are supposed to be?
The most important thing that we even need is the lights.
Yes.
Because that's like in my shop now, you need light for customers to see what we are having inside, and it will brighten the whole thing. It will make the shop to look more attractive than without lights. You understand?
So how do you survive in the market in case of toilets, in case of water? How do you survive?
I think we have all those things. We have water, we have good water to drink, we have toilets, there's a toilet in the market. So we are okay.
So what's that memorable thing that you can never forget that has ever happened to you in the market?
Is being a creative artist in the market. It's I know in my secondary school days, I know I was an art student, but I didn't know I'm going to. So when I now started working with my boss, and then I noticed that it's a line of creative art. So I really fall in love with it. So it motivates me, and I love what I'm doing.
So what keeps you going? Even though you already said you are a lover of art, you love creativity, but what keeps you going?
What keeps me going is that I know it's an international business that it can, apart from we selling it here, we send it outside the country, and expatriates that comes here falls in love in buying them. We get profits. It's amazing. It improves our lives because so many people that started from the scratch, they are on top now. So
what are the things you've achieved in this your business now? What are the things you know that yes, I've achieved this, I've achieved that in this business? What are the things?
Okay, this is what I will tell you. I was serving when I started in this market, but now I am running my own personal business.
Serious?
That's it. That's the good thing that I'm achieving. And if you can't pay my son's school fees, so what am I talking about? So I'm fine. Yeah.
So can you tell me one reason why you love this market?
Love this market. I have already told, as I was saying before, it's a creative market. It's an art market. So what I love most, you don't get yourself lazy. We're busy by doing one thing or the other, creating something with our hand. Many of the shop, you can see the rest of my neighbor, they create most of that things with their hand. So it's a passion. It gives us joy. You get us to be busy.
So this one that you are making now, what are you making right now?
Making necklaces with fabric.
Oh, you're making necklaces with fabric?
Yes. Yes.
You're so creative, man. Opakuchi International Market, also known as Lekki Arts and Crafts Market, is more than just a marketplace. It is for artisans and artists. Nigerians are so creative and so innovative. Like, check this out. Made with hands, like bare hands, made to make a lot of different items used at home. This is art, and we have a lot of stuff like raffia bags, like raffia baskets, raffia lot of handmade, made from Nigerians. Let's go check out more that exists in this beautiful art place.
Every customer who lives with a sculpture or a bracelet carries a piece of their story to the world. From sunrise to sunset, the market oozes with energy. A living museum, not of relics, but of living and shaping heritage. But like every great story, this one has its struggles. Flooding during the rainy season, rising costs, competition from mass-produced goods, competition, seizure from museums, and lots more. Traders speaking about challenges. Let's hear from them.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What is your name, sir?
Taiwo.
Okay, so what do you sell here in Obagoshi International Market?
Tongue carving. We have different items. So we have downfall. We have different bosses, shells, game, and keno. All of the singles. There are different concepts.
So do you make them?
We did. Yeah.
So for our
we have cow on. So these are cow on. And the belt, and the talks. So nativities, we have angels, and the different kind of musical instruments on it, and we have mass and wooden paintings. We have baskets.
So this cow on now, they are for decoration at home.
Yeah, they are cow decoration. But this one particularly, this one, for drinking palm wine in the village. Actually.
And you made them yourself?
Yeah, we did.
So for how long have you been in this business?
More than 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
So what do you use to do all this your work?
We call it we call it town carving.
Town carving.
Wooden, every ton of wood beside the tree.
So what brought the inspiration that made your, should I say, where did you learn this from?
Actually, from Ibadan. Gradually they are graduating on so our father, they have been doing this, so they have been teaching us gradually. So as they come out.
So what is the challenges in this business?
Okay, actually no more challenges on this business. So because they learn also, we say we are graduating to make it to proceed on the work. So we say we are changing some different things from wooden, so we proceed to something else.
So I can see toys, different kind of toys right here. I see school balls, I can see small school balls, I see playing stuff. Now these angels now. So now these angels now, they are used to put in front of cars, if I'm right, or where do they put
decorative angels? They bring back good luck for someone. So
they put it at home.
At home, in the rope. They hang it on different places in the house.
So this
see nativities back of that place. So birth of Jesus Christ. So see the big one. So that's all about it. And the mask for the good luck for the house. Those marks.
So this marks now is believed to bring good luck.
A decorative chairs, so to play in between the family at home.
So what brought this creativity of using wood to make toys? How did you think about it?
Our grandfather, I don't know, the inspiration come from them. So from there we learn from them.
Okay, so you learned from your grandfather.
Yeah. Actually.
So do people buy it?
They did. They did. Many. Both foreign and indigenous people.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Are you still doubting Nigeria creativity? Are you still doubting Nigeria creativity? As you can see, I am rocking a lot of items made by hands by our Nigerians. Check this out. It's called a toy car made from wood, craft out from wood. Like, have you ever thought about that before? Just take a look at it. And we have a lot of different items made by wood by Nigerians.
About flooding, fewer tourists, season from museum, and lots more. Let's hear what they have to say concerning that. The market resilience reflects the Nigerian spirit itself, one that bends but never break. Today, the Lekki Arts and Crafts Market has become a destination, a place where culture meets commerce. Tourists stroll between stalls, bargaining for souvenirs. Photographer captured the explosion of colors. Students studied the arts that this book cannot describe. Tourists expressing admiration for markets. Each visit is a discovery. Each purchase is a connection between the world and the artist's arts. In the city racing toward modernity, the Lekki Art and Craft Market remains a reminder of the past and a promise for the future. If preserved and supported, it can continue to inspire generations, teaching that art is more than business. It is heritage, it is history, it is us. Let's take a look at the beautiful things being sold at Lekki Art and Crafts. We have different varieties of beautiful stones like Ghana stones, ostidium, rose quartz, amethyst, Ghana bead, raffia bag, and fan, raffia vase for decorating, Ankara bags, Ankara caps, Ankara jotas, palms and slippers made with Ankara, necklace made with Ankara, bangles made with fabric Ankara, Ankara bags, raffia bag, raffia shelf, raffia decorator, even mirrors made with raffia. Yeah, a lot of mirrors that you can actually use in different homes. I think we have raffia chandelier, raffia trolley, raffia gift basket, raffia lots more, raffia hearts used to beautify, just to showcase, made with hands from the artisans. We had clay save box, clay calabash, clay incense, abstract carved with wood for decoration, bowl made, carved with wood, painting. Not only we have art and crafts, there are also vegetables sold in this place. We have white cabbage, Chinese cabbage, Chinese pumpkin, water guide, tonkwa, mint leaf, kale, celery, and lots more being there. We have lots of people who also tell us the stories behind this craft. Let's go hear from them.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ o.
Kí lorúkọ yín mà?
Èmi ni ìyálọ́jà Elegushi International Market, Ajarat Ọláòfẹ́.
A ti tó ọdún mélòó tẹ́ ti jẹ́ ìyá ọlọ́jà of Elegushi International Market?
Ó ti tó like 5 years.
5 years. Báwo ni ìrìn àjò náà? Ẹ mú mi rìnrìn àjò náà.
Ìrìn àjò náà dùn gan ni. Látọ̀dọ̀ ìyálọ́jà wa Fọláṣadé Òjó Tinubu, ibẹ̀ láti gbérìn àjò wa. Then látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa Elegushi tó ní ọjà bí, a gbé látọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Because gbogbo nta bá fẹ́ ṣe, a gbọ́dọ̀ dé ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa Elegushi. Then after wọn, a lọ sọ́dọ̀ Fọláṣadé Òjó ọmọ Tinubu. So ibi tá ti gbé ìrìn àjò wa nìyí.
Okay, kí ni nǹkan ráńpẹ́ àbí ìtàn ráńpẹ́ tẹ́ lè sọ nípa Elegushi International Market?
Elegushi International Market òun ló fún wa ní ọjà yìí láti fi ta ọjà. Ṣòtìyé. Then wọ́n gbà wá tọwọ́ tẹsẹ̀ nínú bí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ wọn fún wa nínú ọjà yìí. Yẹn la fi dúpẹ́ fún wọn.
Mo mọ̀ pé kò easy láti jẹ́ olórí inú ọjà. Báwo ni ẹ ṣe ń darí àwọn tó ń tajà ní ọjà?
Ṣé ìbéèrè yẹn ó dáa gan ni, torí bí n ṣe wà yìí wọ́n pe ọjà wa ní Elegushi International Market. Èmi ń lọ sí program oríṣiríṣi tán máa invite mi pẹ̀lú ọjà, because a tún máa ń lọ fún program ọjà láti fi tajà, because tẹ́ bá ń tajà ẹ need láti bú customer. Tẹ́ bá ń tajà ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ajé fún customer ni. Tí customer bá lóun ò fẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ, kì í ṣe pé kẹ́ ẹ bú. Wọ́n ń pè yẹn ní olórí ọjà.
Nígbà tí mo débí báyìí, mo rò pé bí àwọn kíni art wa nìkan ni wọ́n ń tà àfìgbà tí mo wá dé bíbá tí mo rí pé wọ́n ń ta oríṣiríṣi èso náà ní bíbá yìí.
Ọjà wa oríṣiríṣi tẹ́ bá fẹ́ nínú ọjà wa lè máa rí. Even àwọn báàgì tí wọ́n ń rà lóríṣiríṣi wọ́n ń rà lọ lóyìnbó. Ibi lẹ máa ti rí nǹkan oríṣiríṣi yàtọ̀ fún art and craft. Ewé oríṣiríṣi, àwọn nǹkan bíi vegetable lóríṣiríṣi ibi lẹ ti lè rí because ọjà wa ó ti wà nísìn more than 40 something years lọ́jà yìí ti wà. Ìyọjà kan ló kù kò ní tó jẹ ìyọjà.
Kí wá ní ìpèníjà tó wà nínú ọjà yìí? Kí ni ìpèníjà tó wà nínú ọjà yìí?
A nídìí nínú ọjà yìí. Omi ni ẹ̀yin náà wò. Tabarẹ́ ní bá wa ṣomi ta nídìí gangan nìyẹn. Kò sí kọ́tà tómi lè lọ. Then ọjà yìí wà tipẹ́tipẹ́. Ẹ wo àwọn ẹlẹ́ran tó wà níbí wọ́n ti lọ síta. So many people wọ́n ti jáde lọ síta. Torí kíni? Torí omi. Because gbogbo èèyàn kan ló lè wọ omi yìí wọnú ọjà wa.
Kí ni ohun má ní gbàgbé tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí nínú ọjà tó jẹ́ pé ẹ lè gbàgbé ẹ̀? Kí ni ohun má ní gbàgbé?
Má lè gbàgbé nínú ọjà wa. Má lè gbàgbé nínú ọjà wa pọ̀. Because a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn olórí wa náà. Ó ṣe lè wù kó mọ wọ́n ń gbìyànjú pẹ̀lú wa.
Báwo ni ìrẹ́pọ̀ láàrin ẹ̀yin àti àwọn tó ń tajà?
A ọpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. Gbogbo àwọn tó tajà ní gbogbo àwa nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa because ọjà wa ọjà olóyìnbó ni kì í ṣe local ọjà.
Ẹ ṣé grandma. Lekki Art and Craft Market located at Obala Elegushi. It is a significant for cultural hub for diverse range of craft products and a whole lot for shoppers and lovers of art. And we've come to the end of today's edition of In the Marketplace on ConsumerHalla TV. I hope you've learnt one or two and know that Nigerians are so creative, known for being so innovative. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and follow us on all our social media handle, and of course comment. Tell me under the comment section which market you love me to explore to. For now, bye.
Of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive. And welcome to another edition of Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV, where you get to enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, interviews, and new movie release updates. I am Iremofe Kofoworola, and as you all know, I am the man clothed in wealth and strength. And today is no exception because I am always with the ever delectable, gorgeous and ageless screen goddess, the one and only Kikelomo Ajibola.
Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful edition of Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Thank you so much for joining us once again this evening for another beautiful episode of this particular program. I can't wait for us to start this episode because you know when it's time for Screen Time, we are about to be lit, we are about to have fun, and today's topic is no exception. Yeah, there may not be guests on the program today, but we're going to be having a lot of fun because this particular topic is important for us to talk about. That's why we decided to just be the two of us romancing in love.
I love that, my darling. Anyway, as you all know that movies shape our mindset. It shapes our worldviews. It shapes who we become in the society. But there's something that is so magical about it when it becomes excessive.
Yeah.
You understand? Because no doubt we all love to consume, good things. And in as much as we love to consume good things, But I mean, you wouldn't say because a food is too spicy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, probably you get a particular brand. I don't want to mention the brand, and you're eating alone in the studio without even calling anybody.
Exactly.
And you know, you are enjoying the food, and you wouldn't say because you enjoy the food, you want to eat like as many
as you like.
You know, as many plates as you can consume.
Exactly.
There is limit to what you can eat. The same way with movies. You know, in a world whereby now we have this saturation of movies, especially on streaming platforms like YouTube.
Too much.
I mean, I can't count before. I can count the number of channels or TV
now,
we have.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
I can count 1 to 5. But now it's more or less like the producers are more than we.
I discovered
the consumers.
I discovered new. I was telling you.
Tell me, feed me.
I discovered that 3 new people opened their YouTube channel. I don't know, maybe it has been existing, but like, you know me, I'm always on the YouTube streets. I'm a lover of YouTube movies, but I'm like, these
wonder.
Like, these 3 people are here again. What are people doing here? What's going on? So it's a lot, actually. I wouldn't say I am overwhelmed. I am not overwhelmed.
I am.
I just feel like,
I
feel like, sorry, my love, it's confusion. I just feel like, know the people that you want to watch their movie. Don't overthink it. For me, I'm not saying that it is right. I'm not saying that it is good for some people, because it works for me. Doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I know the people that I'm going to watch your channel. No matter what you say to me, I don't consume most producers' movies.
One thing is why growing up, I used to know that some people were producers, some people were directors, they were actors, and you wouldn't see them, you know, wear that agbada or that cloth of being a producer or director. What they do basically is acting, and it was really, you know, they were known for that. But these days you see somebody handling the scripting, handling the person who played the lead character, the person who direct, the person who produce, the person who do all sorts of things. Now at the end of the day, where is the level of professionalism in all of these things? Even if we can multitask, but I mean, let's leave that aside. But go to YouTube now. Almost every day, the numbers of movies they churn out every day is
a lot.
It's a lot. I was sharing with my younger sister, and I was like, because she watches a lot of all these YouTube movies too, and I was like, you know, one thing for me, I think I'm done. Because
it's done, guys.
It's shocking. And when you realize the time is even spent on each movie,
and then they're now doing movies like almost 3 hours. What's going on?
That's another point.
What's going on?
And do you know one thing that even makes it more baffling is that one of their colleagues actually had to, you know, speak. She had to speak for them collectively because, you know, she's also concerned, and I really got the point there, because if we as consumers we are complaining, how be it you people that produce, it's not as like everybody now has a channel. Come on,
how many people are going to be watching your own channel? How many people are going to be watching your own channel? So it's a lot.
It's not even interesting, because at the end of the day, some of these productions are not even meaningful. Sorry to say, they're not worth our time. So why everybody just want to produce? Is it because you have the money, then you just have to? It's really choking. I mean, everything in Nigeria, somebody said it was a form of sarcasm that everything that gets to Nigeria, when it reaches our turn, our own they always do different because we will use that and we will make it. Gonna this way, but we have some producers that we know that basically they were giving us something meaningful. I understand. And even then, you could make a lot of money. You understand? I believe, okay, even if you feel like your hand they itch you, say you want to produce film, you can just produce it. Look for someone who has a channel already, then put it on that platform, then let your movie stream there. You would have your bargain, you have your agreement. Okay, this is the commission you are getting. Instead of creating your
multiple
own
channels.
You know, the channels are just too many. Please feed us with what
so today is gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to be having an interview of the week today. It's more or less like going through
this one even past interview.
It's more or less like going through the persons that actually came out online to say what's going on with producers now. Chini Love Official, Chini Love TV on YouTube.
And by the way, before you continue, she produces amazing movies. This
actually.
woman is exceptional.
Yeah, so she posted it as a write-up, like, dear producers, majorly YouTube. She called on how to say what is the way forward. And then on our type list, she came back to say, I think she did that in like a college or something. She came out to say YouTube is definitely not what it used to be. When we started years ago, you know, say you not say anything wey come Naija must scatter.
Exactly.
A lot of producers call me crying silently, talking about all the losses. Please, what's really the way forward? So that is our own quota of speaking out for the producers, you know.
She's speaking for the masses.
For the masses, no, for the producers, not even for the masses. So somebody now said, I'm so sorry, somebody now said that we're going to be going through the comment section. Yeah. So somebody now said, my concern, commenters are very, very funny. My concern now is my movie will be showing next month, but I don't know how to dance, so I'm worried.
Wow.
So official Mobati, you know, a celebrity, said, God got you, my love. We will promote it. So yeah, that's one.
That was just
joke.
on the lighter note. Yeah.
So we could see a lot of people having this discussion.
I think Ike Ogbonna even
he commented. We're going to get to his own comment very soon. Biodo Stephen is a producer, very intelligent producer on YouTube. Said this matter long ago.
Long.
Chini Love now responded very long ago. You know, say like it's so. I think they're just getting. They're just tired of everything right now. Yeah. So that is why they are coming out to talk about it. Now somebody else also said. This one is a long write-up. Oh my God. I don't even know what's going on here. So the person said, the problem is lack of creativity. Tagged at Chini Love Official. Everyone now wants to own a YouTube channel because they add there is money and not understanding the basics of storytelling.
Point.
It's now a copy affair. They use the same artists who don't even bother to work on their character portrayal. Wow. One actor looks the same, acts the same in several films without bothering to change looks and even costumes at times. Wow. Exactly. The bandwagon of repetitive costumes, the bandwagon of repetitive stories, probably written by one writer. I don't blame the writers at times because these producers come with their own shenanigans. Wow, how did you know that? They tell the writers, you see that film by Mr. A, please do that type of script for me.
Now you ain't gonna say now.
I said, that's so funny. So this person wrote a very long write-up. I don't even know what's going on, but it is, I think the person is just pinned. So some of the comments on that Chini Love story. The person said, the problem is lack of creativity at Chini Love Official. Everyone now wants to own a YouTube channel because they add there is money and not understanding the basics of storytelling.
Exactly.
It's now a copy affair. I'm not gonna lie, you're right about that. They use the same artists who don't even bother to work on their character portrayal. One actor looks the same, acts the same in several films without bothering to change looks and even costumes at times. Wow. The bandwagon of repetitive stories, probably written by one writer. I don't blame the writers at times because these producers come with their own shenanigans. They tell the writers, you see that film by Mr. A, please do that type of script for me. Are you there? The writer who wants to make money in these hard times and are so poorly paid, just do as they are told.
See, this is getting a lot of, I mean, it's getting really interesting. Yeah. I can't really hold the laughter. In as much as it's funny, but at the same time it's the reality of what we are facing. See, I think we need to go on a break now. I need to drink water.
We'll come back from this person because this person has a lot of things to say.
Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, you are watching Screen Time and you get to enjoy premium entertainment on this show. And before the break, we were trying to talk about how oversaturated movie productions have become on YouTube.
Exactly.
And Kikenemo was really feeding us on
what people are saying, Chini had to come out to talk about it on behalf of almost all the producers, because according to her, some producers were calling her and they were crying. Like, it's a lot. If you put a lot of money in something and you're not yielding anything, and because of how YouTube has been perceived, not many people watch the movies. Now imagine if a movie that is not even as good as what you've produced got more attention than what you think that is even better than the movie. And we're reading a particular comment. This person wrote a lot. I'm very sure before the break you'll have edited. This person also provided solution.
I love that it's balanced.
Like it's balanced. Their own critics, and it provided solution. It's like the way forward.
Yeah. Having slashed.
Yeah, the way forward. Producers and actors who have turned to producers and directors should actually know that there is what is called specialization in filmmaking.
As I liked it earlier, master of none. I said it earlier.
But in all, it reminds me of Nollywood back in the days of marketers, when marketers suddenly became to direct their films since they owned the money. That really led to the end of that era. Wow. I don't think many people remember when marketers and producers are now selling movies in what they call oil market. We have to look back, the person said we have to look back on all of those things and be very careful with what you are doing. So what do you say about that?
It's part of the point I raised earlier, because I said while growing up I knew that people had their specialization. If you were an actor, you were an actor. If you were a producer, you were a producer. Except for some people who were able to balance all of those things. But the fact still remains that, like the person rightly said, there are some movies that are quite quite educating, interesting,
lots of channels that
and all that. Good. But at the end of the day, people do not even get to see these movies because they are oversaturated.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's because your faves are in this film.
You have to want to watch it.
Yes, you want to. Then at the end of the day, you are disappointed.
Very disappointed. And let's move away from that to Uche Ogbodo. She said, "It can't be when I join, everything goes scatter. God, I beg you, please don't join. No, if you haven't joined, don't join. Thank you." Somebody also said the rate of which everyone on YouTube keeps producing the same storylines with different characters is what amuses me the most.
People are not, coming to that consciousness that
it's a story.
They recycle actors. If it's not love, it's always love.
Exactly. But there's some exceptions to some people that do amazingly well.
Yeah.
No structure, no planning, no vision, and no mission. Rhymes. Everyone wants to make money on YouTube. Yes, the monetization is sweet and enticing. But must you do what everyone is doing? Go and put the movie on Kaka TV now.
So many streaming platforms.
Exactly. Oh my God. I haven't seen a story that I can't predict the middle and the ending. At the end of the day, now money everybody they find, but we can still do better. One love,
absolutely, we can do better.
We can do better.
This time around, just have to do better.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said to be more authentic with your own vision. I guess he's talking to Shini Love. Be more authentic with your own vision, sound, invest in big stories and get the reward. and get the reward big. Chino responded, nah, so it will shock you that it won't sell. Nah, cliche, they sell for YouTube.
Wow.
Like, you know?
But sometimes you wouldn't blame these producers now, because they know it's like a survey that has been, I don't know if they've actually conducted a survey, but I believe that they know what sells, and everybody wants to really make money. So when they see that these particular actors can sell this movie, even if they are not good at their craft, they just choose them. You understand? They believe that people are just interested in the love story. I mean, they will just keep recycling it. Because for instance, there's a movie that was at the cinema, though this is cinema, Make Nation. It was about AI and all of that.
Yeah.
The movie did not do quite well at the cinema because people were not interested in that. But let them, it's true, but let them say love or shooting, all those things they would want to
watch
see.
it.
Understand? So I wouldn't blame them too. It's
Sometimes you want to make money, so I understand.
yes, even Yoruba actor, they are all Nollywood actors anyway. Afis Abiodun, known as Afis Owo, he granted an interview. And they were asking him about, YouTube too, and he was like, he does not even have a YouTube channel. That anytime he produces a movies, that he has a channel which he, drops the movies and people get to see. That's someone that is still established in the Yoruba genre of the industry, but he does not have TV. Even that some notable filmmakers, Funke Akindele has TV,
since like years,
fan TV app, right? But you can't see Funke Akindele turning out movies.
No, she only produces most of her series and her whole movies.
You understand?
She drops them.
I mean, if she wanted to maximize, like she's big, I mean, she can do that.
That's better production.
Yes, there are many filmmakers that are big. You can't say Kemi Adetiba. I mean, Kemi even drops films once in a while. Jado Shiberu. Even if they have TV, it's for old movies.
Old movies.
They want to turned it into something that almost even people that are new in the industry that are not really so trained.
People
they
opened the YouTube channel recently. I'm seeing.
It's so sad, seriously.
All right, let's quickly look at another comment. Somebody said, Esther Odibo said, as Ruth Kadiri understood how YouTube works, Nigerians today overuse opportunity every day. Everybody wants to produce movie. Almost the actors want to be producers. They don't even understand how the YouTube works. You post a video and expect 1 million views in one day. Most of you will copy. Most of you all copied other producers. You never sit down to make research about YouTube algorithm. There is a thin line between content creators and producers. Leverage on building a community first. No matter how people condemn your work, no community is unshakable. Don't copy the likes of Uchenna Obunabo TV, Aturu Kadiri, and a lot of them I can't mention. These producers never started with 1 million views per day. 1 million views doesn't equate to much. Not 1 million views doesn't equate to too much money. Understand your CPM, the algorithm. I guess the person is trying to say that you don't even understand where you are, where you want to be, but you want to make money because you think other people are making money.
This person actually try to educate them on how these things work, because you see that one movie it has the views is like up 1 million. Then you believe like money maybe like you understand. And even before these people actually got to that stage, they've worked.
I think I'm going to even give Rukadiri her flowers.
Not just her flowers, her garden.
Like no, for YouTube, I don't care what you say about our productions. So we all agree we can make mistakes, but for YouTube, she has been resilient. She has tried her best, so she deserves everything. If anybody needs to leave YouTube today, I don't think Ruth Kadiri or Uchenna or some people have to leave YouTube because they've been there before people came to meet them and saturated the market.
It's not even when you are not an actor for some of these movies and you are having a TV too. Must you? No, seriously.
Now, the new Nollywood, that's Mary Bills 8 said, the new Nollywood is a mess. Bring back the old Nollywood pattern from a viewer's point. It is exhausting watching YouTube movies these days. Watching 3 human beings turn the BBL up and down in 3 hours. I found the movie till the end. It's hard to take your time and watch a whole movie. Now, somebody else said, do you know Chioma? Said, what do you expect? Watching movies on YouTube means you are signing up to be entertained by mediocrity.
What? And that is why people
is so disrespecting to me as a YouTube watcher. No. Some movies, I do agree with you, maybe like most of the movies could be a form of mediocrity, but watching YouTube or movie doesn't mean that all YouTube movies are bad.
You know,
movies.
sometimes, okay, for instance, if I was not watching YouTube movies and probably I just said, let me give it a try, and I watched the first 5 and they are bad movies, what would I think? I'll think that's why sometimes now there's now these differences, let me use that word, between, okay, this person is a YouTube actor, this person is a cinema actor, this person is so actor.
Segregation.
There's segregation because of the way it has now gone. And that person made mention of the old Nollywood, and see, the fact is each era has its own spectacular story or development. That was the old one. This is the new. You understand? And if they are not careful, they will have a new one Nollywood.
Exactly, I'm telling you. So this one is trying to sell his own market. So he said, exploring new writers with new ideas can also help in this case. Me as a screenwriter with new ideas. But to whom shall I stand? Mark 7. Well done.
Yes,
so now Ike Ogbonna responded to Chini Love. He said, with more channels out there, the noise is louder than ever. But there is a thing. Only good stories break through the noise. Producers, we can't settle for being one of many. Let's make our platforms the place people turn to for unforgettable movies. Competition isn't a threat, it is fuel. It pushes us to raise the bar. Some will drop on the way and some will succeed. Ike Ogbonna.
But who are those that will drop?
I don't understand though.
But the truth, he has said something very deep, and it's high time they took to all of this. I think Chini Love really stating all these things is for the growth of the industry. If they really want that growth, so they just have to I don't know if they need to do a meeting or something. Seriously, because if care is not taken, YouTube would go harder on their policies, and it's not going to be favorable to them at the end of the day. Seriously, all these filmmakers, they need to take chill pill. They need to relax. We've not even finished watching one. Another one is dropping, and that's why I respect some people, and God bless those ones that have really taken out their time. And another thing is, I think if you respect your audience enough, you give them something tangible. 1 point. And another point is, it shows the kind of person you are with your productions.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, because I mean, if you are putting on a clothes, you can't say no, it's just the clothes I'm wearing. It's not me.
But you know what's funny is that we all used to say jack of all trade, master of none, but they do know a lot. That is not a bad thing to be jack of all trade.
No, I'm not saying it's fine.
I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
Because I just thought of Bimbo Ademoye now. Bimbo Ademoye doesn't churn out movie. Maybe you see a movie like once in 5 months, once in 4 months or so. But do you know that most of her production, she's like almost, you see like she's only like 4 to 3 roles. Because it's a YouTube production, there's no money to produce. Let's all be honest. But it depends on how dedicated you are. So because you are directing and producing, doesn't mean that you cannot make good movies. It is on you to now do better with your production. Because I don't think any of Bimbo's movie is not a very tangible story. We have a lot of people like that they will be the ones to write their story, they will be the ones to direct, they'll be the ones to do the costume, and they will do fantastic. So it depends on how dedicated you are to your craft that will make you different. Because we have some people that they are the one that will edit, and they will make beautiful skits out of it. So who is writing the skit for them? Nobody. Who is editing? Nobody. Maybe somebody will shoot for them. Maybe people won't shoot themselves, script themselves, still act it themselves, still even edit it, and they will make good production.
It's all about owning
the skills and knowing what you want for your production, taking your time to produce movies. You can't just say you want to produce a movie every week. Some people, every 2 days, some people are dropping movies. Why? What are you doing? How are you dropping the movie?
How do you even get to conceptualize the reason why
Uchenna's story is going to come out every 2 weeks is because he has different directors everywhere shooting the same time. He has people that are already funding this. People even drop movies on his channel.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was.
He owns all the production.
Where is the place of collaboration in all of these things? Somebody has a TV, you want to produce film, fine, you have beautiful story. It's not necessary
you have
you have to have your channel. At the end of the day, you can drop it on somebody's channel, or you guys collaborate. Okay, let me produce direct. Let's bring our resources together and make a beautiful story. If you are dropping your stories, let's say once in a month or 2 months, and once in 2 months, I mean, and it's tangible, you make the money you want to make, and people will respect you. They know that, oh, when this person drops, I just want to see. Because it's just the way there are some filmmakers, that when their movies, when they release movies, it's always, beautiful.
I'm sorry, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't take like 4 other comments. I said husband material 100. I'm just tired of my Valor movies with only 4 characters. Directors and producers should do more, I beg. Somebody said everyone now own a TV, so watch yours in your house with your family and friends. What I do same with my thank you and God bless you. Somebody said hope they explore different actors because the same face is tiring. Somebody said same storyline every time, it gets tiring for we viewers. Also please, you producers should stop using a particular actor in all your movies. Now this person said how about giving one great story instead of plenty? There are plenty fishes in the ocean, but there's only one golden fish. Tap into the old Hollywood or pivot to series. I have watched some really good series on YouTube with great storyline. Because it is YouTube doesn't make it a dumping ground.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
very good, right? The data is expensive. Nobody is paying anybody to watch. There is always a way. YouTube has been and will always be. There is more to YouTube than just movies because it became saturated. If at all, people watch a lot foreign movies there too, and they don't even advertise like you all do. If the story is good, people will definitely watch it. Now, lastly, before we quickly round it up today, somebody gave a very beautiful rendition of almost everything we'll be saying here. The person came out to say, Dr. Is it D.I.R.? Okay, D.I.R. Uchechukwu Okoro. He said, the solution is consolidation. One channel serves all. Goes through a proper creative quality control, such as any title on that platform across all genres has been approved and promises to be solid and entertaining. This will force standardization and creative competition, and no longer creative I can do my own. In quote, because of this consolidation, the money will in itself multiply because 10 times 10 is equals to 100. However, 10 raised to power 10 is 10 billion, right? 10 billion, yeah. So that's all we'll be taking today. It's not only on the English on Nollywood space, even the Yoruba on Nollywood space is also.
As long as it's YouTube and there are movies, Nigerian movies, it's just even Yoruba films. That one will even have part 5.
Oh my. That one is even worse. Oh my god.
It doesn't even go there.
Part 5. What's going on? What are people doing?
It's even still better with the English.
They don't rarely do part.
Even if it's part 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Part 5, part 6, part 7.
People watching the series.
People that are watching, they
oh my god.
Anyway, so this is just it's a clarion call. For
us to sit tight and do better. Actually,
we can do better. We have a lot of stories to explore. English don't tire me
because we are tired. Exactly.
So the thing is, please let us explore beautiful stories. If it's horror you want to do, I don't know if you've gotten there. If it is even romance, ways you can tell your stories, anything. But let's just ensure that we do quite well.
Alright, we've come to the end of that segment because, you know, we can keep on talking about, we'll see a lot of hilarious, beautiful, educative, you know, people providing solution for this particular problem. Chini Love Official, thank you so much for bringing this to life because we've always been discussing, even in some of our programs, I think we've mentioned, especially Room of Fair, has mentioned the countless of times that this YouTube space is getting a lot saturated nowadays. So let's all call ourselves to order and see how we can better produce movies. We have a lot of beautiful producers out there. If we want to produce, but if you want to produce, make sure you produce good movies so that people will not have, you know, the brain to think that it's saturated. If they were good movies, you don't understand. If they were amazing movies, I'm very sure people will not have this much of this
because it's
like
too
a
much
lot
now.
of things to say about it. So definitely. Now let's move to top 5 countdown of the week. And this week, in the light of discussing how movies are churned out on YouTube, we shall be counting down on top 5 producers whose works stand out on YouTube. They are creative, tell layered stories, and have huge viewership and followership who are cult-like. Thank you so much. And I think I'll be starting this particular conversation. I'm starting with Ruth Kadiri. Like I always said, that woman, she deserves everything good in life. It is no doubt that Ruth Kadiri is one of the foremost producers whose works have garnered that gained attention on YouTube. Kadiri is one producer whose films stream on with Kadiri 247, and she have a lot of brief productions, you know. In fact, she just put out a movie that we're going to be dropping on for new movie release update. Yeah, we could see some lapses, but nonetheless, I would say 80% of our movies are very educative and they are nice movies. So yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, Ruth Kadiri, and
God bless you.
This is just
everybody's leaving YouTube. Don't leave YouTube.
I mean, no.
They came. No.
I mean, she's one of the foremost.
You are. You have to take your flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. So coming on number 4 spot is Bjordan Steven, and she's a leading force when it comes to storytelling on YouTube. Our channel, Bjordan Steven TV, is known for beautiful African stories, including "I Choose Me," "A Vow to Keep," Arike, and Unspoken Scars.
Ooh.
She has a lot of movies, no doubt, and she's not just a YouTube filmmaker.
Yeah, she does cinema, she does other platforms also, so she's big everywhere.
She's big.
She's just big like that.
Yeah, but I watched Arike, and it was a beautiful story.
Have you seen I Choose Me? All of the movies that you've just mentioned, Unspoken Scars is our last movie right now. Michael Zappa and Sophia Lakija. You need to go and see all of those movies that you mentioned. They are very important movies. They are beautiful productions.
That's what we are saying.
Yeah.
Even when we have a lot of movies
there are some that stand out.
Yeah, you can still stand out. Stand out.
Now let's talk about Uchenna Obunabo, the man clothed in good movies. When it comes to movies with highest views, strong storytelling, and superb cinematography on YouTube, Uchenna Obunabo is a man to doff the art for. Among his projects, as Treasure in the Sky, we have a lot of projects from this particular man. Is amazing, so you have to go and watch his movies.
Yeah, a lot. Like I think I've lost count actually. Well, I mean, it's inquiry. Before I even got to know that he's actually a man, I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah, very cute.
And I remember watching. Treasure in the Sky.
Yeah.
It was a very nice production.
Very nice production.
Okay, coming on number 2 spot is no other person than the delectable and very intelligent Bimbo Ademoye.
Ciao.
Somebody's happy.
I'm also happy actually.
She's a passionate filmmaker and unarguably one of the filmmakers whose works on YouTube spark positive reviews. Her projects include Broken Hallelujah, Last Straw, Homecoming, and Shining Star.
Every movie there is a huge lesson.
Back to back.
We should just recently drop Roots 2. If you have not watched Roots 1, go and watch it. Roots 1 and Roots 2. And it has been how many months now she has dropped Roots 1? Maybe like almost 8 months or so. And now she's just dropping Roots 2. So her movies are beautiful. Trust me, don't say because I love her. Seriously, I do condemn.
I really support you because I've seen almost all our films. I've not seen Roots, but you see, Shining Star was a beautiful story.
Broken Hallelujah was amazing. Last Straw was
Homecoming,
amazing.
And that one that DME.
Yeah. No, I forgot it.
Yeah, with Kuneremi.
Yeah, that
something
one.
Friend or something.
Yeah. Our movies are beautiful. Even our first production with Timini are very beautiful. They are beautiful movies. You need to watch it actually.
I think she was the one that produced Unexpected Places too.
Yeah, that's the movie that I wanted. That's our first production on like a movie film.
On YouTube.
Because she just used to do that therapy skits, but now she just that was love
Unexpected Places.
Yeah, Unexpected Place. Yeah, I think it's our first production.
Yeah.
So Omani Oboli is number 1. With movies like Love in Every Word, which is coming, the new one, part 2, is coming this October. Love Broker, A Night with Mr. Daniels. Omani Oboli is a leading force in YouTube with views over 23 million on YouTube. Omani Oboli is a powerhouse in film making. Trust me, there's no lie there. She's one of the most leading forces when it comes to movie. We have a lot of people on YouTube actually that are doing amazingly well. So yes, I'm not going to even dispute that. These people that are on this list, there are other people that could have made this list that produce good movies. We have Awele Ansel. She produces movies, faith-based movies.
Even Chini Love.
Chini Love produces good movies. Sonia Uche.
Udwag
Isong Royal Art. You know, we can see these people. Udwag is even as I think she has another person that bears Isong also. on
Imam Insong.
Of Royal. She's one that owns it. Yeah. So all these people produce good movies. You know, we could see that they produce movies. We have some people that the movies can be good today, the movies can be bad today, but they have good movies. If you want to see traditional, maybe like Igbo setting movies, you can go to Uchenna TV. Our production may not be like what's it called? Maybe like the new storyline of everything or anything like that. But at least she produces movies based on where she is, and she's doing amazing. Like she has, you know, so now she has more than 1 million subscribers on it, and she produces good movies also. We can't continue to count how many people produce movies that are good, because we may not even be able to remember them, because it's too much to even take into your head, you know. I said it earlier on, some people just opened a YouTube channel. I'm just getting to know that this person already has a YouTube channel. I don't understand why. I swear I just laughed and remembered Chinilo. you know, I just remembered. So, for the whole top 5 countdown, you want to see movies that are good, go and watch these people. You're going to have fun. So now let's move on to...
and that takes us to our celebrity of the week, because we've mentioned 5 people out of the numerous filmmakers that are doing quite well. But this woman too stands out. She's exceptional when it comes to producing movies, and she's a very brilliant one. I saw Shabi Child and I was like, wow, that was true.
Not only at Shabi Child,
I mean, she has a lot of intelligence stories out there. She's not that person that the amazing Bolaji Ogunmola. I mean, well done.
Kudos to you. Well done. You deserve the celebrity of the week today, because we couldn't find a way to. You know, we have a lot of ones like that. People. We have Uchi Jumbo also. Our movies are very interesting movies, you know. So we need to give kudos to who kudos is actually due to.
And another person I like his movies is Frederick Nolan. I like his stories are nice. I mean, I've watched some of his productions.
I saw his production actually, so yeah.
He's doing quite well too. Alright, let's move away from that time, because I know the Kike won't allow me breathe.
I'm so excited.
This segment of the show. So
if you don't move to it, I'm gonna be very angry.
So feed us on.
Today we're going to be having a lot of fun, because we have new movie release update. Is that segment that I love the most. This is my own place. That's why I said I'm not overwhelmed by whatever everybody's doing on YouTube, because I know the people are going to go and watch your movie. So now let's quickly move on to movies that came out this week. You know, coming from last week to this week, we have beautiful productions, but there are some that I have just seen and I've been able to see them and see that they are beautiful movies. I have the first one here, Love Beyond the Charm on Chini Love is a TV, featuring Timini Egusin, Michelle Ogbu. So this particular movie is a very beautiful movie, just like the way the name says, Love Beyond the Charm. Timini was a very kind of nasty person, but you know, when love comes, it's really, really hard. I hope you find love. Oh yeah, are you in love? My love, are you in love? And now we have In Every Lifetime on Egonwosu TV. Now this movie, if you don't like to watch movies that are going to have a part, because it's already stated there that it's going to have a part 2, which we don't know when it's coming out, you could, because if you want to watch it, it's a very interesting. So this movie is going to have a part 2, but In Every Lifetime is a very beautiful story. If you want to go and watch it, you can watch it. Egon Wosu is a fantastic actress, so it's a nice movie. Now, Time Traveler on Ruth Kadiri 247, starring Mama Ruth Kadiri, Maurice Sam, and Roxy Antak. Sorry about that. Yeah. So Time Traveler is a movie that you also should see on Ruth Kadiri 247 on YouTube. Let's quickly move away from that to Love and Friendship on Mercy Johnson Okoji TV. When it comes to Mercy Johnson, she has movies that are kind of depressing. I don't understand. Her movies sometimes can be very depressing, you know. They're always very hard movies, like a very hard pill to swallow. They deal with a lot of realities, what people really go through in life. And I love her movies. Her movie teaches consequences. There is no forgiveness. There is always a consequence for every action. So it's telling you that you better sit tight. So our movies are also very good movies. It features with Mercy Johnson, Stephen Odungbe Flashboy, and Emanuela Iloba.
Nice one.
Yeah, so we have that on Mercy Johnson Okuji TV, so go watch it. Now let's talk about the next one. Let's Make a Deal on Syrian Martin TV, featuring Syrian Martin, Chineye Inebe, and Atewe Raphael. Or is it Raphael? Raphael. Sorry, I'm calling it biblical. I think it's like Raphael.
Raphael.
Oh, Raphael. Yeah. So Atewe Raphael. So these people are amazing people. Atewe Raphael is a very
fantastic actor.
You would laugh. This guy, I don't understand how he does it, but he's always cracking me up. And Tina, I love her so much. She's very beautiful. So, yeah. Now, Enamored on Awele Ansel TV. This particular TV, I feel like every individual should watch movies on the TV. This TV is basically a faith-based, a Christian, Christian faith. It's a very beautiful, I said, a faith-based movie is a very nice movie that people have not really explored. But this woman, she has sit there. I mean, she sat. Her movies are very interesting movies. So, starring Daniel F. Young and my beautiful, my baby girl. You know the person?
I know.
Ekama Etim Ian. Oh my God, she's so pretty. Have you seen her face? Have you seen her? She's a fantastic actress. I'm not even exaggerating it. She's a phenomenal actress. Like, nothing is bringing her down. She's very good. She knows how to come into character. She knows how to portray her character. She's emotional driven. I don't know if that's correct, but she's a fantastic one. So pairing her with Daniel is a banging duo. So this particular movie is an amazing movie. It's a movie that tests faith. It also tests love. If you want to see a beautiful movie this week, or if you've not seen it because it was last week, Enamored on Awele Ansel TV, you have to see the particular movie. And lastly, like I always say, Visa on Arrival season 7 is already airing. We are almost done with season 7 until next time they bring season 8 for us. If they don't finish season 7, if you haven't watched Visa on Arrival on Accelerate TV, I got Accelerate TV, go and watch it. Start from the beginning. There is no episode is a missed episode, especially when Sophia Lakija came into it. It was a done deal. So those are the movies that we have for the week. We have Enamored on our Ansel TV. We have Let's Make a Deal on Sarah Martin TV. We have Love and Friendship on Mercy Johnson Okoji TV. Time Traveler on Ruth Kadiri 247 in Every Lifetime on Ego Unwosu TV. Love Beyond the Charm on Shini Love Easy TV. So yeah, these are the movies of the week.
Thank you very much.
How many of them are missing?
Well, we discussed that.
Okay.
I mean, these are beautiful movies, you should say. And trust me, once we mention these movies, or you give you the new movie release update, just trust us. They're movies that they are worth your time.
Yeah, they're amazing movies.
Say some prayers for us when you watch it at the end of the day.
Exactly. And also, if you have a movie that you think we did not recommend, or a movie that you don't think you really enjoyed, please comment your opinion. Your opinions are always aired here. We don't have any issues. Just make sure you comment it respectfully, and we're always good, and we're going to take your opinion very, very seriously. If you recommend a movie for us also, nobody's about recommendation. I love recommendation. Please, I'm gonna watch that movie. Thank you.
Yeah, in the light of you commenting, do not forget that you can subscribe on our channel on ConsumerHalla TV.
We're not YouTube. TV platform now. You'll be able to subscribe.
Please subscribe. You just enjoy this content. Don't be selfish. You can share also with your friends. Let them get to enjoy this. And even if you have been thinking, yes, these movies are overrated. Hey, that's what we are talking about.
Exactly.
Yes.
Comment it.
Yeah, comment. Let us reach you, and we definitely get a response from us.
Yeah.
And this is all we can take on today's edition of Screen Time. And I'm quite sure you not just had fun. You've be educated, you've learned one or two things. Till we grace your screen the next edition, I remain the one and only Iremofe Kofoworola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
Good evening and welcome to News Highlights on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Kike Lomo Ajibola. Let's start with our first highlight this evening. their future launching and dedication service of Pioneer's consumer-centric television station, ConsumerHallaTV, held at the firm's corporate headquarters at Ikeja in Lagos State on Friday, October 10, 2025. ConsumerHallaTV is a platform dedicated to promoting consumer education, protection, and advocacy in Nigeria. And at present, it is the only television station that focuses solely on issues relating to consumers in the country. And according to the company's CEO, the vision of ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engagement platform that constantly mirrors the minds of consumers and provide right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating part of the overall vision of the ConsumerHallaTV brand, creating a more caring world of consumers where businesses thrive. Now let's move away from that story to Zenith Bank PLC, as it has strengthened its financial reputation with a 51.3 billion naira interim dividend payout for the first half of 2025, equivalent to 1.25 naira per share, marking a 60% rise from the 31.4 billion naira declared in the same period last year. The Ogun State government has empowered 4,316 smallholder farmers with home gardening toolkits and improved planting materials under its special agro-industrial processing zones program to strengthen food security and enhance rural livelihood. Now away from Ogun State, the Central Bank of Nigeria has directed deposit money banks and other financial institutions to refund customers for failed automated teller machine transactions within 48 hours, in a move aimed at strengthening consumer protection and restoring public confidence in a banking system. Let's move to the non-interest bank. Taj Bank Limited has recorded a 185.15% oversubscription in its latest 20 billion naira Moderoba Sukuk bond offer. In a statement made public last Thursday, the bank said the figure was based on data released by investment market authorities on the bond's performance. The data showed that the debt instrument, with an annual profit rate of 20.5% and a recorded allotment of 57.0 billion naira, representing 185.15% oversubscription, a reflection of growing investor confidence in the bank. Other news update, here now, Airtel Africa Foundation, through Airtel Nigeria, has launched its undergraduate tech scholarship program to support 100 Nigerian undergraduates pursuing studies in information and communication technology related fields. The chairman of Airtel Africa, Dr. Segun Ogunsanya, discussed this in a statement at a World Press Conference held last Thursday in Lagos State. Over to a new development, as the World Bank has urged the federal government to sustain the momentum of its economic reforms by tightening fiscal and monetary policies, enhancing transparency in public finance, and consolidating gains from recent measures, such as fuel subsidy removal and foreign exchange unification. Now let's move away from just news to a new report that has shown that for the 8th consecutive time, Dangote Industries Limited has emerged as Nigeria's most valuable brand, leading the 2025 edition of the Top 50 Brands in Nigeria ranking unveiled in Lagos on Thursday. The annual report was released during the Brand Nigeria Leadership Forum held at Eko Atlantic City last Thursday, as it was highlighted that Dangote's sustained its dominance with a brand strength measurement index of 86.3, marking the 8th consecutive year the industrial conglomerate has retained the top position. And now here in Lagos State, the Ananse Center for Design Lagos official opened in Lekki on Saturday as a creative hub aimed at training 5,000 design-focused creatives and catalyzing 50,000 jobs across the fashion and design value chain. And that's all we're taking for the news this evening. Thank you so much for staying connected with us all through the day. This is ConsumerHallaTV, and ConsumerHallaTV goes home now to be back here tomorrow by 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every weekdays. Thank you so much for staying connected, and we'll see you tomorrow. Please follow us across all our social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and also on X at ConsumerHallaTV. On YouTube, subscription is very free, where you can join all our live broadcasts at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscribe now and click on the comment section. Thank you so much for staying connected with us. I'm Kikelomo Ajibola. Good night.